I'm seeing red. The hunger for war is in my blood. Hunger is flowing through my lungs. You can see it in my eyes. I am the phoenix about to rise. I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing. I'm seeing. One-man army under the gun. Locked and loaded. Here I come. Laying on your back. Always at the ready to attack. I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing. I'm seeing. I'm seeing I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing red. To a higher level again. Hear the voice inside my head. Telling me this is not the end. I'm seeing. I'm seeing. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red.
All right. I'm starting off strong today, so y'all better be ready because we have a lot of shit to talk about. Mainly, we've got one thing to talk about happening in Afghanistan right now. 12 military members were killed. They killed Doc. Who the hell kills Doc? You know what you have to do to screw up to hurt Doc? Shit should be coming down the pipeline because killing the corpsman is a bad idea. Second off, on this Afghanistan bullcrap, the official White House statement is saying that if you want to be rescued from Afghanistan, you have to pay, or, well, let me rephrase it. You have to reimburse the federal government $2,000 to fly you out of there. So instead of just, going with inflation, the cost of gas prices, food, housing, basically everything skyrocketing at this point in time that the government's already getting enough money from. Now, if you want to have your life saved as an American citizen in a country that is being overran with terrorists right now, you have to reimburse the federal government $2,000 to pay for your ticket home. There are already colonels and generals and plenty of other people in the military basically saying, you know what? I'm going to do crap whether you want me to or not. This president is the giant waste of time, though he will go down as the worst U.S. president in history. He has turned his back on American citizens. He has turned his back on the American soldiers, sailors, and Marines. And now we have to deal with the aftermath of pulling everybody out of Afghanistan and letting just shit hit the fan. So I've seen several people, instead of calling for just an impeachment of this genius, they're calling for a court-martial, and I fully agree with that. By the way, we've already had our video pulled from YouTube from last week. Facebook has been putting banners and bans and crap all over our stuff. So if you're watching us right now, please interact, because I love irritating the hell out of mainstream media. Us getting blocked and banned and everything just means we're doing our job and putting the information out there that needs to happen, because if we don't, there's not many people with the balls that are going to do it. Most of the information you have to find at this point in time is from word of mouth and social media platforms like TikTok, where somebody's in uniform talking about what's going on. They have to find the information and evidence from a UK website, because America is blocking everything from Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo. Dad, not us. Our previous video got blocked.
Yeah, last week's video said it was disturbing to children. That's what I got on my Born TV YouTube channel for it.
I mean, I am disturbing, but I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I just said truth hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the truth needs to be out there, and they're actively pushing against us at this point in time. And we're still a small platform. We don't get many views regularly. So the fact that they're actively coming at us this hard, this early, is embarrassing to YouTube. Like, at least let us build up a little bit and then decide to say, oh, hate speech. No, I'm telling you the truth. Stop being a soft pansy. This information needs to be put out there, because I promise shit's about to hit the fan, and this army enlisted decided to say the dumbest comment I have ever heard ever. Staff Sergeant, what was her name?
Bronson.
Staff Sergeant Bronson from the United States Army decided she was going to voice her personal opinion in uniform on social media, which I can back that to an extent, but you can't be an extremist, especially in uniform. This staff sergeant, this woman, this abomination of a soldier, decided to say, if you refuse to listen to me and go in your houses when I tell you to go in your houses, you are now the enemy. This soldier is referencing court martial law.
Yeah.
So if you don't go in your home when martial law goes into effect, this soldier is willing to shoot you because you failed to listen. Instead of defending the people, instead of defending your freedoms, instead of listening to the oath we all swore to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, she's deciding to be a domestic threat at this point in time, in uniform, on social media. You know what would have happened if I would have walked out in uniform off base to a grocery store? We got banned. You weren't. So when I was going through, they removed everything. You couldn't travel in uniform. You couldn't go anywhere other than base in uniform, with small exceptions being you have to go and get your kids or get gas on your way home. And it had to be, you had to prove to them that the base was point A, your home was point C. You had to prove point B, the gas station, your children, anything was on your way home. If you could not do that, you were getting captain's masted, which meant you were getting a rank removed. You were getting half month's pay times 2. You were getting restricted to the base of the boat, and you had extra duty, which means you were going to run duty days back to back to back to back to back. Carl has this brilliant soldier's commander's phone number. So we will be posting that at some point in time during this show.
You're going to show that TikTok, aren't you?
I can see if I can find it real quick.
Because I got to remember the phone number. I had it on the other show the other night.
Because it has her tag listed. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Yeah, find it and give it to me, and I'll make a banner real quick. Because I was on our other show the other night when Mike showed it.
Oh, this would have been.
Duty military actually get deployed within the United States. That weapon is not just pointed at other people, other countries. It's
All
pointed
right.
at you. If you do not get in your house,
So let me see if I can actually
when I tell you
find.
to,
Nope, they removed the original video, but I do have.
Oh, they did.
They removed the original video, but I do have a copy of it with somebody talking over it.
Do you want the original?
Well, I have what we need. I don't need the original. Carl, I just sent it to you real quick so I can pull it up. So unfortunately, this gentleman is going to have the middle finger up basically the whole time. So we are going to warn you about explicit content. Why? You've been warned. So this gentleman decides he's going to post a middle finger the whole time. Let's get this.
Okay, let me.
I've got to pull it up right now. So, I don't think I did audio. Share screen, share audio.
It's on TikTok, Allison.
There we go. Why is audio not coming through? What's going on?
Okay, let me go see if I can find it here real quick.
It's not wanting to play audio for many things. That's
It's all right. You keep talking a little bit and let me.
well, I sent it to you. You should be able to pull it up and play it.
Right.
Um,
I'm going to do something here real quick.
it's weird. It's not bringing the audio through YouTube either for the gun fail that I have for the day. Huh. Let me see if it's my audio settings. My phone? No. I bet it's because StreamYard's taking the demand on it. But so I'll continue on until Carl can get that pulled up. But I think it's important for you to see how some of our military members are deciding to act, because especially most of us veterans, and again, if you're a veteran here, please put something in the comments, a hand. Let us know that you're part of the military or were a part of the military. I was Navy. Carl was in the military as well. And we do like to give support and shout outs. And we do, if you are a small business or a veteran owned business, we would like to give you a shout out as well. We're not asking anything in return. If you want to sponsor us at some point in time, that's fine. But we do want to help support other businesses, veteran businesses and small businesses. But one of the other things I wanted to talk about is the constitutional carry and the suppressor carry laws that are going into effect in less than a week, in Wednesday, for the state of Texas. So this is important information for all our Texans that are thinking this constitutional carry and suppressor bill are going to be amazing. There's problems with it and huge flaws with it, with giant infringements on your right. So what they're saying is the Texas suppressor bill is allowed, but as far as that goes, the local law enforcement, sheriff's office, police, everything like that are not going to pursue you if you do buy a suppressor through the state of Texas, living in Texas, through a Texas-made suppressor company. But the ATF is still going to come and pursue you with a penalty of 10 years in prison and $100,000 fine, up to $100,000 fine. So even still, with Texas passing this law, Texas needs to follow Missouri's footsteps and basically say any law that you have passed, past, present, and future, is null and void. And if you decide to send any federal agencies to come and enforce your laws that you want to push on everybody, we'll arrest the agencies and agents that you send into our state. You coming to enforce your crap after we had just passed ours is a total violation. The second thing I wanted to talk about is your license to carry and why it is more important to go with LTC instead of constitutional. So license to carry has let me see if I can find the exact terminology, a savings clause. That's what I'm looking for. A savings clause, which means if you get asked to leave the premises of a property that bans carrying, as long as you do so immediately, no penalties will arise. However, constitutional carry does not have that clause. So on that, if you do have your firearm on you and you are just constitutional carrying, they can, even if you leave immediately when asked, they can still arrest you and hit you with a Class A or felony criminal offense. So I agree. Julie, it doesn't work at all with the suppressor bill or even this constitutional carry. You are basically saying that you can carry wherever you want. The fact of the matter is, if you're carrying and you get asked to leave, as long as you leave, there should be no penalties whatsoever. You left when asked. Now they are punishing all Americans that are going by their constitutional God-given rights, carrying where they seem fit, where they seem necessary. And now, instead of, hey, just leave, have a good day. All right, bye. Because it's not the people that are legally carrying that are the problem. It's the people that are looking to do harm, that have criminal histories, are looking to go into gangs, into these wrong affiliations with other members and need to perform some kind of task and go to prison or some shit. So you punishing me for constitutionally carrying where I am allowed to carry. I can understand if license to carry has more buildings and facilities that you like college campuses. College campuses are allowing license to carry, but not constitutional carry. So I can understand restricting where people can carry to an extent. I can support that a little bit. What I cannot support is you punishing people for doing the same thing as somebody else that decided to pay a couple $100s to go and get their license. I'm sorry, not everybody can afford the license. Not everybody has time to go get the license, but everybody should have the right and ability to carry their firearm wherever they deem necessary within reason and have that firearm on them for their, the suppressors themselves make absolutely no sense. So that's why I'm saying that Texas needs to follow Missouri's stand. They need to say the same thing. If you're going to pass laws that are contradictory to the federal government, you need to have something in there that protects the people from the federal government. So just because you're allowing everybody to go and buy suppressors in the state of Texas does not mean they can't. Hey, we've said you can. No, the hell I can't, because you're not preventing the ATF from coming and arresting me. And the fact of the matter is you're still requiring a $200 tax stamp for me to own the suppressor, and the federal government has access to that. So they can see if I have ran the background check. The fact that the background check itself takes 6 months to years. I had a conversation when I went to go pick up a gun. I want to say about 1.5 years ago now. I had a conversation with a gentleman. He said, man, I really love my suppressor, but I hate how long it took me. I was like, well, what did it take you? It took him 3 years, not months, 3 years for him to get his suppressor. Why is it so easy for me to go and buy a gun same day I can buy more than one. Mind you, the state of Texas, if you do purchase more than one firearm in one day, or I want to say it's more than 2 in a week, they still are required to document that you bought more than one firearm at a time. But basically, I can go in every single week to month, buy a new gun, same day, in, out, no problem at all. But I can't go and buy a suppressor, which we have proved and talked about numerous times. A suppressor is not the people that use silencer irritate the dog shit out of me. It's not a silent. The only gut caliber that you can really silence are going to be the 17 hammer and 22. Those are super small rounds, usually used for rodent problems, but they do have a huge damaging effect because they have the velocity to penetrate the body, but not enough to actually exit the body. So that's why assassins preferred that round, because they could shoot somebody, and the odds are it takes a whole team of surgeons to deal with that wound. Just like the tri-bladed spiral knife. That's why those are hard to get, because it takes a whole team of surgeons to deal with that wound. But and we talk about this a lot, movies make suppressors to be way, way worse than they really are. It's not a little whisper. It's not any Bond movie, any spy movie you look at, every single gun they use is a whisper. I'm sorry, but that dude just dropped that bad guy with one round. That's not really accurate in the first place unless you put it in the head. And secondly, what kind of caliber are we using? The benefit of suppressors, it's mainly for regular active shooters, because there's a difference between harm and damage. You can harm your ears with a suppressor without wearing ear protection regularly, whereas if you have no suppressor and you regularly shoot without anything protecting your ears or reducing the decibel limit of the firearm, you're going to damage your ears to the point where it's irreversible. If you want tinnitus, and I'll tell you, it's real fun, go ahead and pop off about 30 rounds of 30-06 and let me know how that ringing goes. So the fact that we have bashed and berated, and I love seeing more and more people come out on TikTok, on iFunny, on all these different platforms that, even though they're regulated greatly by a liberal nation, and Scott, if you're watching, I mean the bad liberals, the bad people, but more and more people are voicing their opinion, and I love seeing the youth come up and talk about it. I managed to see a video last week where a young man, couldn't have been about 16, 18 years old, was talking about the exact same things we talk about. The Second Amendment has been under attack for years, decades. The fact that you can't buy a fully automatic without going through a giant rigorous process, and the easiest way is to basically go get your own FFL, start your own company, and pay $10,000, and then you have to buy the firearms with that FFL, which any fully automatic firearm is usually running about $6,000 plus, when I can go and buy any AR I want for anywhere from $600 to $1,800, depending on the quality. So we've had that. We had bump stock bans. You can't put a vertical foregrip on a pistol. Why you would want to is beyond me. Unless it's a fully automatic, you need some extra support. But again, that goes back to you can't buy a fully automatic. So them saying you can't put bump stocks, vertical foregrips, you can't have armor-piercing incendiaries, tracers, you can't have this ammo, this equipment, this attachment. That should prove to everybody that watches this show, this Second Amendment, I don't know how much more needs to be said on shall not be infringed. And every infringement of the Second Amendment is classified as tyranny. And we just sit here and let them do their bull crap laws and talk all day long in the big protected house with their own security that are carrying, most of them, fully automatic SMGs. So you want to tell us we can't have guns, we can't do this and this and this, but it's do as I say, not as I do. And I why we have sat here and just taken it up the poop chute for so long is beyond me. But if they want to push their crap, they do as I say, not as I do is not a way to lead. I hate people that do that crap. I'm a dive team supervisor. I'm responsible for 4 other individuals underneath me. And I always try and find something to do. So I prove to my dive team, I'm not just going to sit here and tell you what to do. Anybody can get paid to do that. It takes a real leader to step up and set the example. And if they want to take our guns away, fine. You get bows, arrows, and slingshots and spears. That's it. You get old school medieval weaponry. You get no body armor since you want to ban that as well. Why? Why would you want to ban? The reason why they are actively banning everything is because they're about to do something that's going to make you want to shoot them. That is the only point that I could say this whole show. If that's the only thing you take away from me today, then thank God. Because that's what you need to hear. Because why do you need to ban body armor? What's body armor doing but protecting people? You can get concealed body armor that is rated for class 3, which is usually pistol rounds and stabbings. You know where that would be real handy? Chicago, New York, Washington, places where gun crime is really a problem. Instead of banning firearms, why don't you try and protect people and go after the criminals that said screw your gun laws? Look at California. They are one of the most strict gun states in America, and even one of their politicians called for, if you refuse to turn in your guns, we're going to shoot you. With what guns? You have actively banned as many things as you physically can. You are still on a roll, a crime spree on banning firearms, and you want to shoot people that refuse to turn in their guns. One, that's treason. You're calling for the murder of innocent American civilians. Why you are still allowed to be in position of authority is beyond me, but you have actively called for the murder of American people. So, treason, tyranny, active aggression, I've got everything I need right there to do whatever I need to get you out of that position of power. Charles Whitman used a Remington 700. That's a nice gun.
Yep.
I thought
what people's got to understand too, especially all you down there in Texas, about these gun laws. You know, they're trying to take away certain weapons from us, but look at what cartels bringing across the border when they're drug trafficking. They're not your little 9mm bang bang bangs.
No, fully automatic AK-47s, fully automatic M4s, M16s. They're getting in. And Sanders, I appreciate your comment. We do talk about the border crisis a little bit, but we try and leave that for HTX Renegade Radio and Mike, because that's really their bread and butter of their shows. We're talking about the assassination of the Second Amendment, because that's really what it is.
Right. If you take away your Second Amendment, all the outlaws and people illegal are going to be the ones with the weapons, because they're not going to do nothing to them.
Let me see if I can find it real fast.
And everybody remember, Mike Miller is down on the border this entire week. So go over to usagainstmedia.com and check that out starting tomorrow.
Mao Zedong's, Stalin's communist regime, the Holocaust, basically any genocide you look at through history, you can see a really common trend. turn one group of people into the enemy, which they have said that people that are avoiding the vaccine, that are refusing to get the vaccine, or any kind of a patriot, anybody for the Second Amendment, anybody for the impeachment of Biden, anybody that supports Donald Trump, they're terrorists. So they are actively pinning patriots, red, white, blue, bleeding Americans to be a threat. The steps they've been trying to take are banning the guns. If they successfully complete taking the firearms away, what do you think the next step is? I'll tell you, we're hiding in basements, swamps, and forests and caves, waiting for the alphabet boys to run on through, because now they're actively hunting us because we refuse to turn on our guns. We've refused to listen. The people out here that are saying, you need the vaccine, Biden's a great president, he's not after your freedoms. He had been caught actively saying, we're coming for your guns, and I don't care if we have to spend special forces through, we're going to take them on camera. So he has actively said he is the president, is going to ban firearms. But if they successfully complete that, why do you think the Second Amendment was so damn high in the Bill of Rights? Free speech was first. The Second Amendment, right to bear arms, was second, so you could protect your right to say whatever the hell you want. If they take that away, and they're already doing it, for the fact of the matter that we're getting banned on Facebook, we're getting banned on YouTube, they're already trying to shut down our First Amendment right to be able to say whatever we want on social media platforms. It's a social media. It is public area, public domain. So you banning me from saying whatever I want to say is an infringement of my First Amendment rights. And in theory, I should be able to sue the piss out of you. But we have that Second Amendment so that if the lawsuit doesn't go through and you decide, hey, I'm going to keep coming for your guns, and I'll tell you what, if they do take away the guns, I promise there's all these, I'm in the right. I got my vaccine. I think you need to give up your guns. It's going to be the Holocaust all over.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
You're going to have all these people, I'm the right one. They're hiding in the attic upstairs. They're in the basement at this house. They're in the caves in the woods 2 miles that way. There are so many people that would turn in their neighbor like that. Did you read anything through history? No government in any history ever has been for the people. Even, I'll say that even with the Founding Father, they set up because they knew a government would be bad for the people. The government was created to serve the people, not to have the people serve them. So the Founding Fathers tried to create a platform where even if they did decide to step up like they are now, we have the means to be able to overthrow. And the people that deny this are, you read the United States Constitution. Constitution itself defends your right and ability to overthrow the government, any government that is acting tyrannical without repercussion. The only way we are terrorists is if we lose and they pin us to be terrorists. And they're doing it right now. We haven't even started fighting, and they're putting that image on us right now. And I'll tell you what, you know how easy it is to steal a Humvee? You want to come and play games, I promise there's plenty of veterans out there. There are average numbers of 50,000 homeless veterans living on the streets right now. I promise. That oath they took does not die once they get out. That DD-214 doesn't mean diddly shit. A DD-214 is a piece of paper. My oath to protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, does not end until I die. My watch is not over yet. And I'm going to give y'all a little quick lesson real quick. If you have these National Guard, Coast, or whoever decides to roll through in Humvees, the United Nations, which are already in America, if you don't know that, the United Nations is in America. China is in Canada's border. So if you don't think something's coming, whether it be in-house or out of, there's something coming. Do some more research. I promise. But no, Jeremy, it's even easier than that. The Humvee does not have keys. A Humvee has a switch. Mm-hmm. If you open the door on the left-hand side, there's a little dial. Turn that dial to the center. A little light pops up. Once that light goes out, turn that dial the rest of the way to the right, and now you have your own Humvee. What do we do? Carrie Smith, that's an excellent question. Get the information out there. Let everybody else around you know what's going on. Share this show out, and if you don't, arm yourself and train. Do regular sweeps on your house. Take looks at your neighborhoods. Find points where they have to come through. Because if they do come in, if they do decide to invade or come and confiscate firearms, the more information you know about your surroundings, the more prepared you are. Usually the enemy the entity that is in home has the home field advantage. They know their field. They know where every single divot, notch, crack in the concrete is. Oh, I promise. I fully agree, Denise. I fully agree. The problem is some of them are there for their own volition, and some of them are there for other reasons. We do need to be doing more, and we are still trying to help Ryan here on the Second Amendment Ranch get moved to Texas. I would like to see more entities try and help our homeless veterans. But, Carrie, the next thing you need to do is, once you know your own home plate, have a plan. My plan is simple. I'm going up north. I'm finding as many other veterans on my way that I know. And me and Carl are going to get together because there's a cave system up there that he knows. And we're going to fortify. A fortified enemy base is much harder to break into than just a normal house. So, yeah, Jack, through the years I've heard, they're not coming to take your guns. Again, President Biden has actively said on camera, we're coming to take your guns. So, no, that's not a myth. That's not a theory. That's not conspiracy. This has been proven by the left themselves. I didn't have to do anything. I don't have to provide information anymore. These jackasses did it for me. ATF needs to go confiscate 300,000. Yeah, Steven Tyler. I work with a couple other veterans. We've got a simpler plan. They don't want to go and get them. We can.
Right.
Send every veteran that has been sitting at home waiting for shit to hit the fan over there. We're getting bored. And
We'll go.
if that means we can go and pick up 300,000 machine guns, Humvees, MRAPs,
Blackhawks,
if we can go pick it up, I mean, it's better to be in our hands, but it's also more dangerous to be in our hands at the same time. We're trained. We know these weapons very well.
Well, it belongs to us anyway.
Exactly. So you can have the Taliban own them and blow their own hands off and try
to use them against us.
Or use them against us. Or you can send a couple thousand drunk, disgruntled, caffeine, nicotine addicted veterans over there, and we'll deal with it however we need to deal with it.
We would deal with it.
I'm bringing home souvenirs. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're trying to label us patriots as terrorists, I mean, where the hell are my 300,000 firearms? Yeah. If you're going to fund the Taliban, why can't you support the terrorists that you're calling us? I mean, y'all got caught putting bricks during the Black Lives Matter and Antifa riots. You got caught having staged people get injured at these riots with a tube going up to the ear. You couldn't even run the tube the right way. You were trying to make it look like he was having a brain aneurysm bleeding from his ears, but he was bleeding from his cheek. So we know y'all are actively, well, most of us know that actually pay attention to this crap. We know you're playing stupid games. And I promise many of us want to give you your prize at this point in time. We are ready to divvy up your awards. I'm active duty, and like you, I find it BS that I'm not allowed to buy a new machine gun and do the paperwork, yet there's 300,000. Yeah. You know how much money that is? Now, mind you, military is not the most I'm telling y'all can go and get an AR of better quality than an M4 or an M16. Military grade is not what the civilian side thinks it is. Military grade means the cheapest bidder. So, yeah, they got 300,000 firearms over there, but it's only going to be about $750,000 worth, maybe into the millions on the firearms. But the MRAPs, the Humvees, the Black Hawks, that's where your real money's sitting at. And you just gave away, with all that combined, millions upon millions of dollars to the enemy, which is now, you literally funded the Taliban to take over Afghanistan. That's what, in all reality, that's what it comes down to. You gave them the arms and ammunition they needed without an opposing force trained enough to deal with them to stop them. You pulled everybody out, gave them the good guns, and said, here's a country, have fun. And then they turn around, well, why didn't y'all do anything? It takes more than a couple years to fix stupid. You can't fix stupid in the first place, but you thinking, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 years, you can fix a whole country? I know people with project cars that have been sitting longer than that. I know people with project cars that have trees growing through them. So you think just for the fact that, y'all were there, why didn't you fix the problem? Because y'all were stopping us. Y'all didn't want, but in order to stop an evil man from doing an evil deed, it takes a good man willing and better able to perform that same deed. And you were putting leashes on everybody. Mm-hmm. I'll give you the perfect story of a leash. I'll give you a perfect story about a leash. French soldiers were in a fight and they were calling for backup. Everybody denied it until it got to America. America said, yep, we're on our way, without getting any information. As we were en route, we were receiving information, finding out what was going on. The French was comparing people to the Americans, said they were American soldiers stand almost a full head higher than any French or British soldier there is. And all of them, the weakest is stronger than the strongest French soldier. The article continues on to talk about how the French saw what happened in this fight. The French witnessed that one of the American officers was shot. The French are taught that once your officer is shot, you hunker down, call in reinforcements, you find a plan, and you deal with it. American soldiers and Marines are not the same, because as soon as that American officer gets shot and killed, instead of hunkering down, they push. They've already started flanking. They've already started the counter assault. They turn into violent, aggressive apes because there's nobody holding them back anymore. American soldiers make the Geneva Convention look like a suggestion when there's nobody to hold them accountable. And that's how the French put this, is the American soldiers and Marines are violent. And it takes somebody to hold the reins. But the problem is we have too many civilians, too many governors, too many politicians holding those reins longer and longer and putting us on that leash. You want to stop shit, it takes violence to stop violence. You cannot diplomatically talk your way out of every single ordeal. If this man comes up to you and spits on your mom, is there a diplomatic way to deal with that? And that brings me to another good point. There was an American professor who brought up that the snowflake study test. And one of the first few questions on this snowflake test is, if somebody walks up and spits on your mom, what do you do? And then he goes on to say there's 4 or 5 suggestions. Try and figure out what their day is and crap like that. And he goes, why would you try and figure out how their day was? They just spit on you. Why are you trying to justify them spitting on your mom? That is not acceptable. That is grounds for hands immediately. Mm-hmm. Spitting on anybody is, first off, an assault case. Now we're dealing with the COVID pandemic. Technically biological warfare if you spit on anybody at this point in time. So you spit on my mom, I'm putting you 6 feet in the ground. Watching the type of men come across at the Texas border and now the Afghanistan men makes me think we are in for trouble. Yeah. No, that's what I'm trying to stress. That is what I am putting out as much as I can. And Jack, you are 100% correct. There is no running in a war zone. And if you get to watch any of the Navy SEAL documentaries or interviews, I highly encourage you to do so. I managed to watch one, and it really opens your eyes to the shit these guys have to deal with. But you can't. There is no running. And if somebody comes to American soil, where do Americans run to when you're in American soil? I'll tell you real quick. You think the flush of people from California to Colorado and all these people going to the greens when marijuana was legalized, you think that rush is going to be anything like what's going to happen if we're invaded? I guarantee if what I say is true, one, we're dealing with a problem at our southern border, which can be dealt with really easily if we actually pull our heads out of our asses. Put up the wall. Here's the solution to the border problem. Put up the wall. All these homeless veterans you have out there, especially the combat veterans, give them a gun again.
On the border.
Tell them if you see people coming to the border, you put them down. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you get a bonus for every one of them. That solves that problem real quick. 50,000 homeless veterans across the border, 10,000 coyotes or 10,000 illegal immigrants coming in a day. Yeah, we can get that down to about 2 or 3 a day. Real fast.
Then they'd come in the legal way, come across the ports.
That's all I'm stressing. I have no problems with immigration. This country was founded on immigration, but it was also founded by going through the port of entry, being documented, and going through the appropriate standards. Even the Irish, when we were bringing all them over. Yeah, Mary, I understand some of them are children. That's kind of that gray zone. Do you shoot the children? I'd say no.
No.
But you put down the coyote that's running them all across, and you're going to be looking for a better coyote next time. And odds are, once you see one, the best warning shot you can give anybody is shooting his buddy in the face. That is the best. I am warning his entire team. I am a very good shot. Your friend is now dead because of that shot. The 4, 5, 50 others, however many are with you, are now going, no, I'm going to go back that way. That's a good warning shot. But that problem can be dealt with easily. And I guarantee if we do come to a situation where America is being invaded, it's probably going to go that route very quickly because now we do have to deal with that threat more aggressively on the southern border. But where did the people up north decide to run to? You think California flooding to Texas was going to be a small situation? Nah, this is going to make it a whole lot worse. Because if you look at the demographics, the states that are the most armed are across the southern half of the United States. Don't get me wrong, you have Missouri, you have Tennessee, you have plenty of northern states that are very well armed. I'm not saying they're not, but the states that are not well armed, they're going to be coming to the states that know they can protect them. Or they're going to be trying to fight the invasion with diplomatic solutions. He needs his safe space. He's coming to America to help us. No, he's got guns. He's not here to help us. I'll tell you what, the most entertaining day many veterans are going to have is the day they see freedom seeds falling from the sky. If you don't know what I mean by that, paratroopers. You see an enemy group paradropping into your area. It's like duck hunting on easy mode. You point up and there's dozens of them just falling from the sky.
Turkey shoot.
And you get rewards if you get them. You're telling me if I get 20 of them, I get 20 new AK-47s? Shit, yeah. Sign me up. How many people want to come across? Excuse me. How many people will want to come across the border when they learn there are people armed to welcome them? Yeah, not many. Not many at all. And if you had a group of people that were actually brave enough to do that task, yes, it comes across women and children. American soldiers, sailors, and Marines are taught to let women and children go. They're the weak. You deal with the problem. The problem is usually the man. The issue, and I'm sure both Cephas can tell some stories on this better than I can. You still have these children being trained to pick up that RPG, pick up that AK-47, pick up whatever gun, rifle, explosive that was dropped by their family member. That's what they were taught. We as Americans see it as taboo to kill women and children. Greatly. None of us want to do it. None of us ever want to have to look down that scope and see a child pick up something they shouldn't. And that's probably one of the things that breaks more soldiers and Marines than anything else. Because here in America, we would never have our kids do that. We would not put our family at risk like that. And they do it willy-nilly. So you run into that training, education, brainwashing, whatever you want to call it, greatly in that scenario. But, I mean, at some point in time, you have to be willing to do what you need to do. And if that kid picked up an RPG and you've got your squad with you and it's him or y'all, you know, you're trained to look out for your brethren. You're trained to look out for your surrounding members. And you've got to make that tough decision. It's going to hurt like hell. There are very few people out here emotionally dead enough inside to pull the trigger at something like that and not walk away just destroyed. You have to be a real animal, a real monster, or in just the greatest amount of denial ever to think that would be something you can walk away from and still be in one piece. And I tell everybody this, every single member of the military, no matter what branch they serve, from Army to Coast Guard, Navy to Air Force, Marines, National Guard, you do not go in the same way you come out. You're going to have bad knees, bad back, alcohol, nicotine, energy, or caffeine dependencies. You're going to have tinnitus. You're going to have mental disorders out the wazoo. But you're not alone. And don't think you are. I do like Crystal, we should be on YouTube, but YouTube also really hates us right now.
Yeah, I took down the Born TV for right now and everything because we're on another Facebook. So, yeah, Crystal. And Crystal Marie, tell Opal it'll be tomorrow. We were busy today. So, have her get a hold of Pastor Gary tomorrow.
As much as I stress the shit show coming to America right now and the problems that we have, I do not want to take away from our veterans and active duty. If you are struggling, if you're having problems, do not hesitate to reach out to any of us. We have people that have experienced everything you have at one point in time or another. Whether you be Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, we have all the branches covered here on the Bill of Rights Network, and we will go out of our way to help you and talk to you more than you need. I'm not saying don't go to the VA, don't go to the suicide hotline, but if you're looking for more interactive, if you're looking for more battle buddies, that's what it comes down to. If you're looking for battle buddies, here on Born TV, we're willing to be that for you. And all you have to do is say, hey, man, I need help. And you're going to have 4 or 5 guys from the network within an hour messaging you saying, hey, you know, what's going on, man? Talk to me. Hi, my name's Cameron. Now, I was a Navy veteran. You know, what did you experience? What are you going through right now so I can help you out? And, you know, if I don't have the experience that you had, I can put you in touch with somebody that has. Children learn what they live. If children live with criticism, they learn to condemn. If children live with hostility, they learn to fight. If children live with ridicule, they learn to be shy. If children live with shame, they learn to feel guilty. If children live with tolerance, they learn to be patient. If children live with encouragement, they learn confidence. If children live with praise, they learn to appreciate. If children live with fairness, they learn justice. If children live with cuts off after that.
Yeah.
Why are we
And-
housing illegal aliens, military bases, 15 to 18 years? Could Biden and Harris planning to train them against American people? Our borders need to close. Our vets need to come first. Antonia, I hope I pronounced that right. Let me know if I did or if I need to fix myself.
Antonia.
Honestly, that would be an accurate statement to a conspiracy theory. I can see them training for in-house fighting because our border isn't secure. It's not hard. And, look at Mike Miller. He videotaped 10,000 immigrants coming across the border and like it was nothing. And we have the National Guard and Border Patrol joking and shooting the shit with them. It's terrifying what it is. It's we have such a problem. And who's to say that we don't have more terrorists in America now because of our lax border? You're not going to just see Mexicans come through. You're going to see basically anybody south of the border coming through.
Venezuela, Honduras, even people from the Middle East are coming over.
Because they know they can get here through that border.
Right.
It wouldn't be the first time Texas has fought off Mexico. No, and it won't be the last, I'll tell you that much. But I'll tell you what, we're going to make the Alamo look like a field day. The next time something
It keeps
happens.
stopping the video.
Oh, YouTube's hating on us right now.
Let me go check that out. Keep talking.
So, y'all remember the Alamo. Everybody should remember. Texas is so proud of itself. Texas has its own history. Texas loves Texas like Kanye loves Kanye. And I'll tell you, that still holds true for many Texans today. Because if we do have a problem, there are many Texans that will be happy to be a solution. Me, Mike, TDC, Simple Man, I promise you, those are four good old boys that are more than happy to make you remember the Alamo. Jeremy, that's probably because Facebook hates us.
YouTube's doing okay on Second Amendment Ranch.
Denise, you should also check out Mike on Bill of Rights Network.
Mike Miller, Warriors for America.
As well as HTX Renegade Radio. They cover it way more in depth than we do. We mainly stress our Second Amendment rights, responsibilities, and the issues that we have going on, as well as certain state laws, depending on what you have going on. If you need some reference for us to talk about for your state laws, you can always ask us to cover your state. We'll do what we can, but we have to put the disclaimer. We're not lawyers. We can give you our interpretation of your state law, and that's about all we can do. Because I'll tell you what, Texas itself is a shit show. Because Texas state law dictates that anybody trespassing on your property is not grounds for termination. However, if they are committing another crime while trespassing, that is. But then you talk to Mike about that situation and his problems with illegal immigrants, and it's a completely different problem. You cannot shoot somebody for breaking into your house if they're an illegal immigrant. You have to legitimately fear for your life, which means they have to be armed with a knife or a gun. It's the middle of the night. I'm not looking for a knife or a gun. I'm looking to find you. So there are so many contradicting laws that you might be safe under this law, but the fact of the matter is this law is going to screw you. That's what they're going to do. You are not innocent until proven guilty in the state of, or in the United States. You are guilty until proven innocent. You are sitting in a jail. You're having your rights and liberties and your firearms taken away from you, and you are going to rot. They are going to convict you because they're looking actively for any law they can find. And I would love to, if you have a lawyer friend, anybody out here listening right now, have them get in touch with me. I want to interview them. Specifically, I'm looking for somebody that knows criminal laws, gun rights, anything like that. But I'll bring any lawyer on here for the fact of the matter that is he can basically confirm what I just said. If you need to know where you can get a hold of me, the easiest way is going to be through the Discord. And since I'm talking about it, let me go ahead and get that link posted for you. If you want to get, if you're having problems, if you're wanting to be interviewed, if you want to be on the Second Amendment Ranch, if you're wanting to ask questions, interact with anybody, this is the easiest way to do it. And again, if y'all want to be a guest ever, you can tell me right now, hey, I want to kind of come in and talk about this with you. As long as you maintain the rules, stay respectful, and kind of watch your language a little bit, we'll bring you in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the second you become belligerent, bye. Carl likes to hover over that remove button.
And I like to ban and kick people off. I've had to do that quite a bit this week.
Well, with the numbers growing, we're going to see more and more haters. And more of y'all out here, if you haven't had a chance to see it, we have people that come into our Twitch every now and again. And Twitch doesn't have many like-minded people. Now, we do have Luke and Larson that came over and found us, and they're from the UK and Sweden, and they do enjoy the Second Amendment and everything like that. But we do, most of the ones that come over are disrespectful, to say the least. Y'all see me go off on tangents every week. You want to see me go on a real tangent and get real distracted? Say something stupid in my chat. I'm going to make you look like the biggest jackass in history. That's the next 30 minutes of my show right there. Every time. Because I'm going to bash everything about you because you didn't have the balls to come in here and have a conversation when we invited you. You can have the same opposing. You could hate my opinion. I'll bring you on, and as long as you follow the rules, I don't care. We can have a discussion. But you want to talk shit and not back up anything with facts or evidence or stories, articles, I don't need you here. Because everything I talk about at one point in time was an article. You might not be able to find it anymore, but if I can, I promise I'll put it up there. And I love to voice myself because I can give that evidence. And it's really hard to dispute evidence. My feelings say you're wrong. Well, you know, screw your feelings, snowflake. This is where facts matter. This is where the people that want to know what's going on in America and what's going against your Second Amendment, what's going on again with the border problems, people like that come to watch because they know I don't care that you're a snowflake. I'm going to keep talking because they need to know this information. But that's the easiest way to do that. And I kind of went off on a little. Carl, really loud. Carl! Fix that problem real quick. Just muted him. As soon as you fixed, you good? Yep. Carl, you need to fix that real quick. What the hell? Yeah, if you don't like it, you can keep scrolling. But we do invite people with differing opinions to come on here because we do like to have that discussion and try and educate the people on what's going on. You don't have to like guns, but you can agree that something's happening. Let's see if he's okay. He's fixed. Nope, not yet. Top of the hour, little past. I'm going to go ahead and do my gun fail before I go on to my next tangents and anything like that because y'all see, and Jeremy is my coworker. He's one of the dive team members I'm responsible for, so he gets to deal with these tangents all week long. Sorry, Jeremy. But let's go ahead and do this gun fail. I don't know why my audio is not wanting to come through. I'll have to figure that out before next week. But let's go ahead and show you this this gun fail. So before I start this video, I want you to notice where they're at and everything. Backyard, nice little home, brick wall, small picket wood fence. And look at our gentleman holding the gun. I think y'all can figure out where this is going to go real easy. Look at that barrel control right at his buddy in the house. Right into the back of the arm. Let's watch that again. Where is it? Buddy's walking away, expects his friends to be knowledgeable with that firearm. not looking where he's pointing, and now old boy needs to go to the hospital. I haven't watched this. I love watching gun fails. I can watch these all day. But that's our gun fail for the week. Ladies and gentlemen, barrel control is one of the most dangerous aspects of a firearm. Where that gun points is where it's going to go. Knowing what is at the end of that barrel is important. Using the right caliber for the gun you're using, knowing what kind of round your hollow points, full metal jackets, penetrator rounds, you need to know what's in that gun because several reasons. Let's say that was a hollow point round. That's going to expand in that arm and cause a lot of problems. Full metal jacket, going to go through and through. Might cause some problems, but as long as it goes through and misses the bone and arteries, he'll be okay. Hollow point, not the same thing. Penetrator rounds. I love penetrator rounds. 50 Beowulf has penetrator rounds, and I'm waiting to actually have money again because I'm going to buy a bunch of them. Because it's basically a solid brass round, like 450 grain. Real heavy bastard. And, that round is designed to go through many different things. Not just go through one, many. So if it was a penetrator round, it's going to go through that arm, through that brick wall, and into something else. But
Yeah, to show them. I don't think last week when we was talking about it, we was off air, I think, is when we looked up those rubber bullets.
Oh, yeah.
My God, some of them they had on there. I don't want to hit with them.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that again.
Oh, yeah. People will get a kick out of this. I mean, you've always heard about they're going to shoot rubber bullets and everything, but wait until you see what's available out there.
So me and Carl were talking because Mike was looking for some security for his ranch. I said, okay, I'll do it, but I'm still carrying. Well, you can't kill them. Okay, there's less than lethal rounds. And I got curious. I'm a curious bastard. One of the reasons why I do this show is because I like to find things that I don't like. If it makes me mad, I know it's a good topic to cover. But we were talking about, less than lethal rounds. What you could use against illegal immigrants. Yeah.
Oh, you'd love to have these, Jeremy, once he pulls them up.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I found it.
Oh, it's not your normal rubber
don't
bullet.
Don't pull it up yet.
I'm not.
Let me handle it.
Okay.
So there are a plethora. If you have a 12 gauge, and I have 3, makes it all the better. Because I like to run some variety through my shotguns. Some of my shotguns have birdshot. Some of them have buckshot. And some of them have slugs running through it. This makes me want to get a 4th shotgun to run less than lethal rounds, or just take some of my magazines for my Typhoon F12 because it is a magazine semi-automatic shotgun. Yes, semi-automatic magazine-fed shotgun. Oh, they're glorious. But there are, if you're getting in a situation where you don't really want to kill somebody or you're worried about what's behind the wall, ladies and gentlemen, do I have some variety for you? Oh, love it.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Let's just zoom in a little bit. You have your typical beanbag round to start us off. You have a javelin. You're shooting a torpedo into somebody's chest. These guys don't sponsor me. They don't even know I exist. If you go buy from them, let them know I sent you so that way they can come and find me. Because the shit they have is so cool to look at. Then you have the triple threat. 3, and if I remember right, these are about the size of a quarter each. 3 rounds flying at your chest.
Good sized marble.
Yeah. Let's continue on. The Stinger is essentially a buckshot round. Still going to hurt like hell. That's a lot. Look at that. 18
32 caliber
eight,
balls.
18 32 caliber balls.
That's bigger than a 22.
High velocity, less than lethal. This one was interesting to see. Little squishy thing. Doesn't look like it's going to hurt. Aftermath. Right there.
Who was the idiot that let him shoot him?
Somebody had to test it out. Kimberly, I can't see I can't click on your Facebook link. You'd have to send that directly to me or post it in the Discord.
I
That
can
way
get it.
Okay, Carl can get it. Then they have the 410 5-round or 4-ball, 20 gauge, same little ball, 12 gauge, same little ball, 12 gauge, 21 pellet, same 32 caliber rounds, but this time 21 of them. It gets better. Don't worry, it gets better. Then you have a rubber slug. That's going to cave your chest in. These two right here are my personal favorite. You have a flashbang in your shotgun or pepper spray. You get shot in the face with this, you're not going to be worried about, God, why does it hurt so bad? You're going to be worried where your eyes went. This, you're going to just be blind. Wear your hearing protection. Wear hearing protection. And they have it for your different gauges. Of course, you have to have your traditional rock salt. Still going to hurt like a son of a bitch. And then you have the plates. These little things were the full diameter of the slug, and you've got two of them flying at you. These are going to hurt. Wonder if they actually play the let me see if I can find it real quick. I could have sworn they shot a pumpkin or a watermelon with it. Nope. But there you go. If you're looking for less than lethal ammunition, firequest.com. And again, if you go buy through them, let them know that the Second Amendment Ranch sent them, because I want to buy all of these, every single one of them. And if I can get my hands on the Taurus Raging Judge Magnum, which is a 410 round, I promise I'm going to have all the 410 rounds they have here just for shits and giggles. Because I promise I'm going to have my drunk neighbor, for whatever reason, again, come over on New Year's, starting shit, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm just going to shoot him in the nuts. It's going to hurt like hell, but it's going to be funnier than shit for me. But there you go. Yeah, so Chris, the tennis ball size one, you're going to be looking at like the bean bags that expand out.
Right.
The problem with the traditional bean bag is the accuracy goes out the window.
Yeah.
That's good for up to probably 15, maybe 20 yards. You're going to have better luck with the javelin, any of the balls, the pepper blast, flashbangs, stuff like that, the slug, because of how they're designed, and even the slug is going to be a little problematic for the fact that it has a flat face. That wind resistance is going to want to push it off center. So you're bad. I mean,
they're not badly priced.
No, they're not. The bean bags are a little expensive, but the rubber rounds, $30 for 5, $30 for 5, 30 for 5, 15 for 5, 15. Well, that's the 410.
That'd be awesome in a 410, though.
14 for 5. So, I mean, most of them are really relatively priced as far as like some of the smaller rubber rounds. But when you get to the large hits like a mule rounds, yeah, you're spending some money, but who's to say you don't get a friend drunker than hell one night, pay him $50 to walk down to the end of the street and shoot him in the butt cheek? Yeah, I mean, we're targeting our audience here, Carl.
I know, but that's a cheap way to protect yourself.
It's not so much cheap as a alternative means of protection versus lethal. Yeah, Jeremy, that's why I want the Taurus Raging Judge Magnum. 410, 454 Cazul, and 45 Long Colt, all in one gun. But there you go. I know Carl was so excited to see those again.
Oh yeah, boy, that night we checked those out, man. Both of us went, oh, new toys.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got Kimberly's Facebook deal she wanted to show.
Okay.
So you get a kick out of this. Sending Biden to China. Slingshot his ass. Hats off, Kimberly. That was good.
If you want to post any of those memes, the Bill of Rights Network Facebook page is mainly for the videos and everything. If you want to post your goofy memes, you can come to the Second Amendment Ranch Facebook page and post all you want. That's all. That page has the shows and anything I find entertaining. So if you like to share memes like I do, go find the Second Amendment Ranch Facebook page, and you can post them all day long there. I love seeing them. And I would like to see y'all interact a little more. So that gives y'all a whole nother platform to talk trash and post your goofy stuff. Or you can go to the Discord and post them in there. Either way, I'm fine with wherever you want to put them. Just interact more with me. I like to see these things.
But Jeremy did bring a good point on them rubber bullets.
You don't need that many. If somebody gets up after getting shot in the nuts, I'm switching to lethal. 100%.
Yeah.
So if you do want to run less than lethal, my recommendation for you, and this is just my opinion, this is not backed by science, this is not backed by anything, this is Cameron's opinion, I would run 2, maybe 3 rounds of non or less than lethal ammunition. The reason why they say it's less than lethal is it can still be lethal. But if you want to look at less than lethal rounds, then I would go ahead and run 2 or 3. After that, if they're still getting up, because I promise PCP, meth, heroin, those are some strong drugs. Those are some really strong drugs. So I would do the 2 to 3, and then after that, have lethal or carry your shotgun with less than lethal and have a sidearm with lethal. Youngest son at about 10, which was 30 years ago, his friend got a pellet gun for Christmas. Well, shot my son. 2 days in the hospital. Oh, yeah. Denise, that's one of the other things we like to do here is we stress the importance of knowledge, education, and training as much as we can because it comes down to the parents, especially gun-owning parents, that they need to teach their kids. And even if you don't have guns in your home, what if your kid goes to a home and their parents do have guns? How do you have your kid interact with that? The easiest thing, and I'll back this one up as much as I hate the left, stop, run, find an adult, tell them what you found. I can back that up. Hey, I found your gun, or your kid's got your gun. Go find the adult, tell them what you found. The gun, and then teach them how to handle it. It's not just be afraid of the gun. Don't teach your kids fear. That's the wrong type of training. Teach them respect. If this barrel's pointing at you, you need to move it away in a safe manner. If this kid's got his finger on the trigger, you need to get him to put it down. If you get in a situation where you're uncomfortable, walk away. Don't think it's just, oh, it's cool, he's got a gun now. But you also need to teach them that, yeah, exactly, it's not a toy for kids. I call them toys because us as adults, and especially veterans, we find many, many, many hours of entertainment with firearms. But teach them how to appropriately handle it. And the younger you can start, the better, with certain restrictions. I wouldn't start like under 2 years old. There's not really a point. I saw a video with a dad, and the baby was sitting in the chair and he kept piling his guns up in front of the kid. Like, why?
Yeah, in the high chair.
Yeah, that video.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was last week.
Yep.
I think that's what we got in trouble on YouTube.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
It wasn't right for children.
No, it's not.
No, that wasn't.
That video was not, but we were telling them it was not. So we should still be good. So we can argue that. We can argue that, Carl. We're training. We're training. This was a how to not train your kids.
Yeah.
And if YouTube refuses to pull it down, we can sue. I think we need to find a lawyer for that one.
Yeah.
I think that's a good recommendation right there, because we do stress appropriate training and how do's and don'ts. I love doing the don'ts. God, there are so many stupid people out there. So I'd go and find that video and see if we can't make some magic happen, because the Bill of Rights Network needs a good paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, God, Jeremy, he brings up very, 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 very valid point.
Yeah.
Rat videos. And if I remember right, last week we also showed a rat video where they had a loaded gun on set, and the genius pulled the trigger and shot a hole in the floor.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yep. The NRA has a lawyer list. Okay. How many of y'all want us to sue YouTube?
Donate.
We got one right there. I'm sure we can find. I'm sure if it's the NRA list, I can bet we could probably get one to do it pro bono.
Probably.
I bet you we can get one to do pro bono.
I'd split it with him.
Yep. That'd be a good paycheck. You're looking at least $1 million. Infringement of the First Amendment right, infringement of the Second Amendment right. Yep.
But just like Crystal said, Grandpa started teaching her gun stuff when she was 3. My grandfather did the same thing, but that's a different time frame and era around where we respected what we were told, and we knew if we touched that gun and wasn't supposed to, we weren't going to sit down for quite a while.
Carl, you're going to have to go and look at the NRA list.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They're starting to pop up, and they're like, sue them, do it. Do it.
I'll go look at NRA lawyer list.
All right. So
I'll see what we get.
And verify we did say what I think we said, because I'm pretty sure we called that man an idiot. So, yeah.
Oh, I will. I still got a copy of it, the video. So
they don't want to interact with many things, but when it comes to our First Amendment rights, they're like, "Yep, sue them, hit them hard, do it." All right, we'll look into it. I was joking, but okay, we're gonna try and sue YouTube. Yeah, no, that's so what you're talking about there, Chris, is that's a different generation. My parents didn't actually teach me gun safety at all. Most of my education came originally from my brother, then the Navy, and for some reason I was just very qualified with guns. I'll tell y'all a story I find funny. So I was going through boot camp, and they give you the air gun with the cable and the laser, and it sucks. It's not good for any kind of gauging on if people can shoot. I'll tell you that right now. I still qualified. I got my first ribbon, right? I get done with boot camp, go through A school, get to my first command. Or no, I'm in A school at this point in time. And we have to do a requalifying on firearms for whatever reason. We had to do M16 or M4 12 gauge and the M9 Beretta. And I wound up qualifying with the M4. Not a fan of iron sights, but I still qualified. Then it came to the pistol. And I punched out the hole really well. So they were like, "What are you going to be in the Navy for?" "Well, I'm going to be a mechanic on submarines." "You sure? You still can change your MOS." "What do you mean?" "Yeah, we need you to be a TM so you can deal with the firearms and ammunition." Well, my ASVAB showed I had a very high mechanical and puzzle solving skill, but, I've always been proficient with guns since I started shooting. "Well, what do you mean? What state are you from?" "Texas." "That makes sense." So they found out I was from Texas. They were like, "Yep, that checks with chart. no wonder you're good with guns. And I'm like, well, honestly, I didn't really start shooting until a couple years ago. My parents weren't really big fan of guns, but my brother got me into it. And, this gun's comfortable in my hand. And I've kind of shot every now and again, but not that often. Like, we need you to be a TL. Why? Because if shit hits the fan, I want the guy that is accurate with a pistol to shoot on a submarine, not the guy with the M16. Let me shoot a double barrel 12 gauge. Told both. Oh, God.
Yeah, read it.
I ended up on my back, and I have been gun shy ever since. The biggest guns I shoot now is a 270, a 30-30, and a 20 gauge semi-automatic 22. And still I am gun shy even to shoot my semi-automatic 22, but I think if my life was in danger, I would not hesitate. That's good. You need to keep your proficiency. You need to get over the gun shyness. He was an asshole, but it's out of entertainment. I remember the first time I got given a 3-inch double-aught buck. That almost put me on my ass, and I was 240 pounds at that time. If you do not brace it, like a 2 3/4 buckshot birdshot round, I can basically just one-hand it. It's not a lot of. It doesn't feel like a lot of kick for me, but again, I'm 280 pounds. 3-inch double-aught buck is nothing to play around with because it kicks like hell. I had a fever of 104 when we did gun training. The shotgun hurt so bad, and the instructor thought I was scared because I was shaking so bad. Still got qualls. Good. But yeah, after they had, so what I had found out is they wanted me to be basically security for the military, because they knew I was not going to play around with warning shots. And my third command found that out the hard way because I wanted to go qualify the M243, one of our machine guns. And the command said, no. I'm like, well, what do you mean no? We know about your gun qualifications. We know how accurate you are. We also know your temper. We're not worried about you stopping the opposing force, whether you have a gun or not. We have seen you pick up the big wrench. The big wrench, by the way, is about 200 pounds. So if we did have an intruder, they were basically going to wait till they let me find them. But it came down to, we're worried that you're not going to listen to us. What do you mean? You have to give warning shots. I can do that. Shooting somebody on the boat is not a warning shot. What do you mean it's not a warning shot? His buddies are all effectively warned, aren't they? That's why we're not qualifying you. So because I have a bad temper and don't play around with stupid people, I've seen the stories, many of those, especially when dealing with the Navy. Many drug runners load up with dynamite, C4, whatever explosive they can get their hands on, and then just charge the boat. They just run right into it. And there are many stories about those situations. One of them where the boat started to flood. Twice they kept the boat afloat. The captain of the boat actually allowed the sailors to sleep on top of the deck under the stars and keep the American flag flying overnight because the sailors saw it was a sign of comfort and that they would be okay. So, yeah, that boat flooded twice, and they still managed to save it. But that's why I don't play around. You want to charge at me with a boat, I'm just going to make you go boom early. I was 13 the first time firing a gun. My dad gave me a 12-gauge loaded with Magnum slugs. I like your dad. That puts you on your butt real fast.
No, you do like my uncle did. We was out squirrel hunting, right? Well, he always carried 12-gauge shotgun, shoot the nest up in the tree. So here I am, 10 years old, 75 pounds, right? Hands me a 12-gauge shotgun, point it up in the air and pull the trigger. Yeah. Picked me, my arm, and the gun, everything up off the ground. That thing kicked worse than a mule.
Now, the funny part is I'm a huge individual, 6'3", 280, and I'll look like a walking refrigerator. I'm bigger than the refrigerators we have at my job. Jeremy can attest to this. My dad, well, my adopted dad, he's my dad. But he's only 5'10", 180 pounds, 190 pounds maybe. Real small kind of man. Me and my brother both run 12 gauges. My brother's 6'1", 250, 260, something like that. Me and my brother are very large individuals, and we stand out in a crowd easily whenever we go anywhere together. So we both have 12 gauge because of that reason. My dad didn't have a shotgun. I still don't think he has a shotgun. I think no, it got stolen in the move. That's what it was. But he had a 20 gauge at one point in time. But before that, we went to Carter's country to shoot skeet. And my dad wants to try out my shotgun and my brother's shotgun. And we're like, all right, that's fine. You can run whatever one you want. We, just pay for your own ammo. We ran probably 4 or 5 hours that day. We get home, me and my brother are like, man, we put some rounds, end of the day, we put probably 100 and something rounds down range of 12 gauge. So me and him are rolling our show. Oh, I'm a little stiff, kind of hurting a little bit. My dad walks out without a shirt on and goes, y'all are telling me his whole shoulder, this whole area was black. Not black and blue, not black and purple, not purple and blue, black as this mic. He was so, and it lasted for like a month. He couldn't roll his arm for anything. So we're like, look, we know you like to go shooting with us. Let's get you a 20 gauge. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
He never wanted to touch another 12 gauge again. I need to take him out. I took him to Athena Gun Club, and I pulled every single one of my guns out, put them all on the table for him. I was like, all right, Dad, we're going to the gun club. Pick what you want to shoot. His eyes, when he walked into my living room, were huge. Just, I honestly think that was the first time I could really say I knew my dad was terrified of my habit. And I gave him the option. I was like, you can shoot whatever you want. I'll pay for the ammo. I just want to see you shoot things. And I'll give you a warning. This one's 50 Beowulf. This one's going to kick a little bit. This one's 338 Lapua. This one's 6.5 Creedmoor, but it's got a heavy barrel, so it shouldn't be this bad. I went through every single gun, talked about the benefits, the purposes, everything, and why I had them. And he's just, no, I'm going to stick to my pistol today. We get there, and unfortunately, we found out it was only a day for pistols anyway. So I was like, well, it's a good thing we didn't load the truck up. Oh, well. But, yeah, I really do need to I want to take my dad to I really need to get money for the ranch itself and get started because I'm tired of going to gun ranges and paper targets. Give me steel. Let me take some pumpkins out there. Let me put an old TV out there. Let me go destroy some shit because I want to take him to a range and tell him everything is set up. Ammo's by every single thing. Magazines are already placed. There's plenty of targets out there. You can shoot whatever you want and run him through every gun and see if I can make his shoulder even more black.
Oh, you're mean. You see this one?
68-year-old female, 4'7", and have your concealed.
Awesome.
Well, what gun do you run? I'm curious about that, Gina. Yeah, Jeremy. I've got Bocephus with a hog problem. I'm waiting for a good holiday, and I'm going to be going north of Austin with most of these, and I'm going to be helping my buddy up north with that hog problem. But yeah, Gina, we get a lot of women on here that ask the question, what should I run? And the best thing I can tell them is something in the 38 caliber because it's got more stopping power than a 9, but it's got less kick than a 40 or 45. You being your size, I'd like to see what you run. My dad also has hand problems and rheumatoid arthritis and has very many difficulties with his fingers. I didn't think my dad would be aging until I was dead, so it's kind of a shame. But he's looking for a revolver himself. So I'd like to know what you run to give some of the other ladies that come here advice. Because, again, 6'3", 280. I don't really have a problem picking up anything and pointing a trigger.
I would probably say a 380 for most of them.
Yeah. That's what we said, is anything to 38 caliber. So, yeah.
All about the hog problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting. Maybe, well, the problem is I only have 40 hours of vacation time. And Carl wants me to come up in November, December time frame to Missouri, and Bocephus wants me to come up. And I'd like to take a week off for both of them, but I don't have 80 hours of vacation time. And so I got to try and figure out a way to. I'd love to spend a week up there with Bo and just shooting shit.
I know. I got to get down there.
Yep.
I told him I'd come down and help on the ranch until we got Ryan there.
I got to text Ryan today and let him know. In 2005, my first time ever shooting a real bow. Used to play with sticks and tie string to them when I was a kid. Make little arrows, climbed up to a 15-foot tree stand, aimed at a milk jug, and I shot the cap off of it. Just came so natural. I play with sticks and strings since I played with sticks and strings as a kid. Gloria, Carl here is going to be your best friend. I am guns. He's
I
crossbows.
am crossbows. And I love my crossbows.
I'd like to get a good 150-pound recurve bow, but you know how hard it is to find that?
Real easy.
I can't find one anywhere.
Oh, just a regular recurve bow?
Yeah,
Oh, I can get them up here.
lucky bastard. Because it's.
I'll find you one.
I tried to find a 150-pound compound bow, but nobody makes them.
No.
But they do make 150-pound recurve bows somewhere.
Oh, I got a 180-pound crossbow.
That's not the same thing. That's,
It is when it shoots 405 feet per second.
I'm talking about getting a workout in while I go shoot something.
You're
talking
big enough to do that, but as you get older, they get smaller.
I mean, I don't know how much smaller this is going to get.
It's going to get a lot. Wait until you get older and it starts flabbing down.
I'll just follow Schwarzenegger and Stallone and start juicing. Be 80 years old and be built like a brick shithouse. It's not like I'm reproducing anymore anyways.
Okay.
80 years old, man. You know,
Yeah.
stream starts to run dry. At least this can stay in somewhat of a shape. But if I get to the point where everything just doesn't work anymore, just shoot me. God, for the love of everything unholy and holy, just put me out of my. If I am crapping myself and need somebody to clean me, just put me out of my misery like a dog, man. God, I don't want to live like that. I don't think anybody wants to live like that.
But crossbows are awesome.
Yeah,
That newest one I got, I can take one of them hogs out at 80 to 100 yards with it.
yeah, I told you about the one I want.
I know. I could show you a lot of them I want, but my God, they're up there in the $2,500, $3,000 range.
I'm trying to find it. It's been a while since I've actually looked it up, but it was like $2,300.
That Raven 26 is awesome.
Yeah, I found the Raven 29X.
Yeah,
26.
that's the longer version. 26 is 26 inches long.
Oh, so it'd be more comfortable for me. Yeah, that's about $2,600.
I know. My buddy that I hunt with got one.
180 foot-pounds kinetic energy, 450 feet per second velocity. That's pretty. I got to give you that. That's a pretty nice crossbow.
Yeah, but okay, you're looking at the Raven, right?
Yeah, it was a Raven R29X.
Okay. My Killer Instinct 405, it's got 185 pounds kinetic energy. You know what that's equal to?
I want to say a 30-30.
Yep. Same damage on impact as 30-30.
See, I do know my shit.
But now, here's a kicker for you. You take a Kevlar vest, right? 30-30 at 80 yards will hit the vest, mushroom out, and stop. A crossbow with a practice tip on it will penetrate and go all the way through it
no,
because it finds those Kevlar fibers and moves them and
spreads
slides.
them.
Right.
I shouldn't have looked up crossbows.
Yeah, you should.
Draw
Now
weight.
that one is nice. It's for little bitty. The damn thing is only. You see my microphone? It's that wide. That's all the wider it is.
Carl, just look at your screen.
I see it.
225-pound draw weight, 470 feet per second, 7.8 pounds.
Hey, look up Excalibur. They got a brand new one. It's over 500 feet per second. Excalibur crossbow, 500 feet per second. Take her easy, Jack. No, it's one of their brand newest ones that came out.
See if we can find it.
Did you type in Excalibur crossbow 500 feet per second?
Yeah.
You may have to go to Excalibur website.
See if we can just find it like this.
Right.
All right. Guess not.
No, but it's up there in the almost $4,000, $4,500 range.
Jesus. What are you doing, genius? 364, 420, 364, 440.
Like I said, it's brand new. It just came out not 2 months ago.
Yeah, this is their 2021 lineup. The highest one they've got is the 440. That's only 1,500.
Right.
Huh.
No. I have to find out on Death by Bungie. He showed it on there. If you want to know about crossbows, go check out Death by Bungie on YouTube.
I think I like that 10 point, though.
The 10 point is nice. But
I don't think it's $4,000 nice.
No.
$4,000. That scope better be like $2,000. It looks like a thermal optic.
I don't know if it is or not.
Nope. Advanced range finding scope.
Yeah.
No, it's just a range finder.
Right.
Now that's I think $800, give or take what brand it is.
Right.
Um,
Well, see, I have the
brand.
175 pound. I have a 175 pound recurve crossbow. Right. That was $189. Okay. I also just purchased, the last one I purchased was a Killer Instinct 405 for $239. One that went 242 feet per second and one that goes 405 feet per second. Big difference.
doesn't even look like they just sell it. What the hell? Trying to find that scope. See what if it, see if
You
what it's
ever
really
see
worth.
the guy from Germany that makes the crossbows and tries different ones? He's got an automatic crossbow.
Yeah, it's about a $900 scope.
But yeah, this guy, a company over in Germany, is now making an automatic crossbow.
How would you do that?
It's got a magazine clip on top. They use shorter bolts in them and it's spring loaded. You put them down in there, okay? And when it shoots, it's got an automatic recoil back on the string that pulls it back, and boom. It's like a pump. You can sit there and take the bottom and go cock it like that and fire. Cock it like that and fire. Cock it like that and fire.
Dennis, it sounds like you got $4,000 to throw at crossbows. I have $0 to throw at food right now. So if you want to donate, you can donate to the Broke Cameron Fund and feed me a taco for a day.
You better get up there and get you a hog
Yeah, no kidding.
or two or three. Go in and access deer while you're up there. You're set for the winter.
Yeah, it'd be some good eating.
Dennis Knowles has a 10-point Viper and loves it.
Yeah, and that's what one of the guns one of the
Well, see, I got my crossbow first, and then Scott, a buddy of mine, he always did compound bow shooting, right? Well, he tore his rotary cup up,
yeah.
and he can't pull back his high-dollar compound bow anymore. So he seen my crossbow and shot it, and he goes, "Oh, that's cool." Well, he's got a 4-year-old granddaughter that all his kids learned to hunt when they were little, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He started checking out, and he decided to get the Raven R26. That way he can show Whitley here next year. Well, she'll start this year shooting it, but she can't hunt until next year, right? And it's small enough. The damn thing only weighs, what, 5.7 pounds?
Wow.
Yeah. And
I'd like
quiet.
I've
Both
got
of them are quiet.
I got a PSE, but it was like the cheap. It was a $300 bow. I'd like to get me a better quality. You can definitely tell this one was not built as well as some of them can be built. But again, that comes down to money and yeah.
Well, you get up here, you'll be shooting compound bows, crossbows, different things up here. Scott's compound bow is an elite. It's an $1,800 bow.
I'll probably have to drive up there just to bring all my toys with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I want to go through a baggage claim with 22 different guns.
No, I don't want to have to drive down there to the airport and rescue you.
Yeah, it'd be a bad day. So Jeremy, you are getting that 6.5.
He's getting a bold action.
Yeah. So I do like bolt action. I'm looking at a 300 PRC from Elite Precision, but that's I want to say a $1,300 or a $2,000 rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor is a very comfortable round. It's a little bigger than 5.56 and a little thinner than 308. But same length as a 308. So actually, since I have it at my feet. And there goes my light. I hate that light. Yes, I'm bringing the pistol back up.
There goes YouTube.
Yeah. Yes.
Demonstration purpose only,
Yeah,
YouTubers.
Demonstration purposes only. So this is a 308. Unfortunately, my 6.5 is put away right now, so I'm not going to be hunting that down. So you're looking for something a little thinner than that. So it does have the range and accuracy to reach out and touch somebody, but it does not have the same stopping power. It's still a fun round, don't get me wrong. It's still good for hogs, but I'm very fond of my 308 as well. So actually,
you know what a lot of us use up here, even deer hunting and even all the kinds of hunting, is 25-06.
well, I've got bigger than that, so I'm sure I can stop whatever we're hunting up there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the AR pistols. And I love it. Oh, God, that gun was expensive, but it was so well made. He put a match trigger on this thing, so I paid for the ACOG scope, and I'm so glad I did. ACOG is very nice. Unfortunately, its limitations are to the sunlight or bright light. So even here, with room light, it's still kind of faint, but it's not a bad reticle, and it's very, very clear. But I want to show you the match trigger he put on this thing. There it goes. All right. Come on, lock in. All right. We're clear. So I'm going to do this as easy as I can. Need to take it off safe first.
Ooh.
Takes absolutely no force.
What's it got? A 2.1?
Yeah, it's about. It's very, very light trigger. I love it. And yeah, Jeremy, that's why I have the laser flashlight combo, because it works so good in the dark. Unfortunately, Gunny also likes to chase laser pointers. So I got to be real careful for the bad guy to not shoot my own dumb dog because he's trying to chase a laser.
He might attack him. Hey, just point it on him.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's put this bad boy back down. I am very fond of ARs. Very fond of ARs. Uh-oh. Why are you not? Did you step on this and gum it up? Come on. It's a Cerakote. That doesn't sound like it loaded. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Don't be the next YouTube video.
Yeah, no kidding. What the hell's going on with my gun today?
It's called put that down till after the show and fix it.
I can do that right now. They need to learn how to deal with mistakes anyways. There we go. I guess it just didn't like being fed. So, unfortunately, a lot of the ARs that I have, they put in a upper receiver that doesn't like to sit with the magazine if the magazine is fully loaded. So if you're running a 30 round mag and you put all 30 and it doesn't want to feed in, drop out about 2-3 rounds and it should be able to run then. I don't like that. You should be able to run a 30 round magazine AR, but unfortunately I've got 3 guns that if you put the max capacity, it will not sit. There's not enough spring left for the rounds to sit or squish down more. So once you feed it in, it's pushing up against your bolt carrier or your not bolt carrier, your charging oh shit, what's the word I'm looking for? That thing, yeah, the charging, not handle, but oh my God, my mind's gone blank. What makes the bullet go bang? That bastard that you pull back. But
the firing pin and the bolt.
Yeah, all that equipment there. But it sits up against that. So without it being pulled all the way back, it's not wanting to.
There's not enough spring pressure to push up.
It's not wanting it to go down. And unfortunately, it looks like this magazine is also getting a little worse for wear because
the
it
bolt
didn't
carrier group.
Yeah, that. And
Thank you, Jeremy.
My brain, I'm clocking out. It's almost bedtime. But the bolt carrier group sits against that ammo and trying to push. And I guess that magazine's going out because it didn't like to have that last round put in anyways, which is weird. You know, just shows you invest in quality magazines. I wish I could get some steel mags. God, I love steel mags. So much better quality, so much more rugged. That steel mags are the best damn thing you can. If you can find steel mags for your 5.56, 308, 30-aught, whatever the hell it is, I'd recommend steel mags over everything. Because my 50 Beowulf, I have absolutely no problems running that thing through. The only thing it does not like to do is how long that brass is. It has problems ejecting the brass. Beyond that, no problems. You can beat Steel all day long. Does not give a shit.
And next week we'll have new merch on our show.
I was just about to ask about that.
Yeah, we're getting over there on Printify. The store will be up and running this week. I got them on there, but you got to create a store, and it takes 24 hours to activate. So we got that up and running. I'm still waiting on Teespring to notify me to send out the other stuff that I ordered. So
I'm glad we're getting away from Teespring.
you're going to like this a lot better. It's better quality material. We got hats. We got we got ceramic mugs.
What are they called?
What? Printify?
Printify.
Yep.
Let's look them up.
Yep.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, jackets, socks.
They got everything.
Socks, mugs, posters, and more.
And they ship out within 48 hours. That's the nice part.
There's the catalog.
Better than
that's
Teespring up to 21 days, and that's just not suitable.
men's, women's, kids, booties,
Mm-hmm.
hangers, pants, yoga pants, button-down shirts. We could make a Hawaiian shirt. With the
And
Second
we
Amendment
can
rant.
do front and back for the same price.
We could make us a Hawaiian Second Amendment ranch shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I would wear the shit out of that every show.
They got baseball jerseys.
Yeah, I found the enamel cup, the steel cups, phone cases.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
did you see the ceramic cups?
Yeah.
Those
That's-
are nice.
Share screen. Right here.
Yeah, that ceramic cup.
Bags, shirts, phone cases, all different pants, shirts, hangers.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be. That's going to be our new merch once I get the store created and everything on here. And to anybody that wants to purchase, it's going to be less expensive
Yeah,
than
that's,
Teespring.
that's promising. So, yeah,
Right.
I'm definitely looking at those Hawaiian shirts or button-up shirts.
They got tie-dye shirts. They got everything on there.
Now, we're still going to have the Born Hub. I know we got to have that one. That's probably going to be
Yeah,
the best
that one
seller.
will stick around.
We got to keep doing Alan Ron.
For a while. And then probably going to do one for the Bill of Rights Network that has all the shows listed on it. That'll be on the back. What I plan on doing is doing the Second Amendment with Al and Ron up front with the logo, and on the back put the Bill of Rights with all the shows on it.
That would be nice. I
Yeah.
got to get a hold of Travis. He still wants to do his artwork auction. I got to see how he's doing, and I got to get a hold of Simple Man and see how the Bill of Rights Network logo is going.
Yeah, he's getting busy because he's also doing one for Pride More Paranormal for her merch, Denise's merch.
Jeez.
Does the model come with the yoga pants? I wish she did.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get yoga pants for Cameron to model on here.
At work. So he has to look at it all
Like a
day
concert shirt. Yeah,
long.
it'll be like a concert shirt.
Yeah, we'll have our concert shirts. We'll have our individual show shirts. So it'll just have like Alan Ron or Born TV. It won't have all the stuff on the back. You don't have to worry about it. I know some people like that. Some people don't like that. But we'll wind up having some different things. I've got to get with. I dare you. It'll be on Facebook before you can. You don't think if they sent me a pair of yoga pants, you don't think I would wear those at work just to disturb everybody there? You really don't think I'd be like, hey guys, you like my new pants? It's from my show. You
Yeah,
really
but-
don't.
You'd really have to wait until you got some good foreigners in there for that one.
Sitting down and operating, having it just hug the twig and berries. Yeah, I tell you what, Jeremy, you buy me the yoga pants, I'll wear them. I'll operate
And
with
Jeremy,
them
if he does, I want video or I want pictures of it.
You know how disturbed our guests would be? I'm just saying, man, I'll do
We
it.
would put warning signs out. Video may be graphic.
Yeah.
It
know,
is happening. Okay. As soon as I get the store, Jeremy, I'll find you on Facebook and I'll add you as a friend. And I'll tell you when yoga pants are ready to order.
I'll wear a 40 to a 42. There you go.
We'll make sure it's 36 or 38.
Oof. You want it.
You're going to squeeze into these things.
You want it all hanging out. You know, that's the audience I need to
Hey,
be
it
going
might
on
get you a raise.
I'll be posting that footage on OnlyFans. Everybody can get the explicit content.
And then I'll make sure Jeremy finds the sexiest woman to walk in front of you.
Oh, great.
Rip.
I can't breathe. Air.
Oh, God, boys. Oh, that
the
hurts.
the shit we do on this show.
Hey, we have
Y'all
fun. We have great people in our chat room
Yeah,
that puts up with our shenanigans.
We go
The
into
dolphin trainer.
Oh God. Oh, that was a whew. We get some interesting women that come through there, I'll put it that way.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet
But
you do.
We like to put out the important information, and I go off of my tangents and everything like that. But we do want y'all to laugh and giggle and have some fun with us. So we do have to make some of the show less stressed and talking about the shit going on, and bring you back to a calm mindset before you go to bed. Yeah, we get some.
But,
we get some women that come through. You're like, why the hell are you going out there?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can promise you are coming back pregnant.
Mm.
You're going to work on an oil rig surrounded by men, and you look like that. You gon' yeah.
Yeah. But everybody go check out the Bill of Rights Network on Facebook. You can find a list of all the shows. It's pinned posted at the top. Like, share, follow, tell your friends about it. You can get us all out. We're right now out live on 8 different platforms when we do the shows.
I'll do another challenge.
Uh-oh.
I'll do another challenge. God, it's anything. I'm going to say, Carl, look up the following we have right now on the Bill of Rights Network.
Okay, I can do that real quick. Let me get out of that. Bill of Rights. Come on. We have 1,343 people.
So I'm going to say if y'all can get me 1.5 thousand more in a month. Let's see, it's August 29th. So we'll say cutoff date is September 30th. If y'all can get me 1.5 thousand more following, I'll eat dog food. I'll eat my new dog food for my dogs.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to do a cup. I'll do like half a cup because a full cup made me throw up. But if we can get 1.5, if we get to 2,800, I'll eat, we'll say, a quarter cup of dog food, and that's still a lot of dog food.
Oh, yeah, folks, if you missed it, you got to go back and watch the 4th of July show. That was bad. That was real bad.
Yeah, I wound up throwing up about 4 times. So what the reason why I did it last time is we were doing a fundraiser for a rescue charity, animal rescue, and I told them if they could hit $1,000, I'll eat a cup of dog food to show my support. I like to Second Amendment rights, animal rescues, battered women's shelters, veteran support. There are many things out there that I will throw myself at to try and help out and in whatever way I can. And I chose to eat dog food for that one. So I got to eat dog. If y'all can get it, and I don't think we've only got 1.3 thousand right now. I don't think y'all are going to double our numbers in a month.
Well, you don't. Maybe so, because remember, all the shows this next week are going to be talking about it. September the 6th, 8 a.m. starts the world record attempt for the Bill of Rights Network. 400 hours of live video.
That's right. That starts this weekend?
It starts next Monday.
So
A week after tomorrow.
yeah.
Actually, it starts Labor Day. It starts on Labor Day.
I forgot about that. I'll stick to it. I'll say if y'all can get me 1.5 thousand more followers, I'll eat a quarter cup of dog food.
Because we're going to be live with all our shows on the Bill of Rights Network and everything. It's going to be a 2-week live event. Going to be a lot of hours, a lot of coffee again. You're screwed.
I'll tell you what.
Hey,
I'll add.
wait a second, Cameron. Barbara said that. Barbara is part of Warriors for Ranchers, and they have over 9,000.
Okay, Barbara. I'll add to this challenge. If you can get us one sponsor in this month time frame, just has to be one. I'll do the Little Nitro Gummy Bear Challenge.
And Crystal, I'll let you know. I'll get a hold of you, and I'll have Denise get a hold of you, because Denise and Ron's going to help out on it. We have quite a few people that's going to help out this time. Me and Cameron's not doing 90% of it like we did last time.
Oh, that was a shit. I had 63 or 65 hours on camera.
That'll work, Crystal.
And Carl had 100 and something hours on camera. So, yeah.
Okay, Barbara, no problem.
But, yeah, you get me some sponsorships. I'll do the Little Nitro Gummy Bear. And let me show y'all what that is.
9 million Scoville units.
900 times hotter than a jalapeno. 9 million Scoville. Made in the U.S. of A.
Hey, I've seen 5 people do this in person, and only one of them did it. The other 4 have not even 30 seconds into it, went and threw up and got sick. Yeah, it's not good, but you got to have a cast iron stomach, because you're going to pay for it the next morning.
Yep. So that's why I'm saying if they can get us a sponsor, I'll do this one.
Hey, Richie did it. I know you can do it.
That's fine, but I want a sponsor.
Taipu didn't do it.
What's the rules for this thing?
You got to chew it for 30 seconds, I believe it is, before you can swallow it, and then you can't have a drink for 5 minutes. That's the rule, something like that. You better take your vacation for that one. No, he's not going to take his vacation. He'll be on some of the time on it, Jeremy, and everything.
So
we'll have a lot of people on here.
So yeah, we'll go with the 30 seconds and 5 minutes.
Right. But yeah, you're going to see me a lot on there, so you'll probably get tired of the wizard in 14 days real quick. But we're going to be live doing lots of things.
Yep. So I know I've regretted some of my challenges in the past, but y'all have failed quite a few because I'm pretty sure our time frame is up
Yep.
for the other ones we were doing for Ryan. Nope, they've got 2 more days.
Oh.
Nope.
Hey,
No, today is the last day.
Cameron, you got to read the comments over here. You're slacking, bud.
Oh, explain sponsorship, huh? Honestly, I couldn't tell you too much because I've never had a sponsor in the past. If they want to give us products to sell on the show, if they want to, send us merchandise, preferably some kind of arms and ammo manufacturer because ammo's not cheap, and I'll do a lot of stupid shit for some ammo
Or crossbow.
or a crossbow. But I really couldn't give you too much details about that. Somebody that's going to give us shout outs, that's wanting us to
We'll
promote
shout
their
them out and show their video 3 times through the show, like Mike does on his. Mike got a new sponsor.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Satellite phone.
Makes sense for Mike.
Yeah, they gave him 2 satellites, chargers, EMP case, and everything. So we got a video on there we showed 3 times, at least 3 times through the video show, and then run their deal down at the bottom with a promo code.
Preferably a sponsor that'll pay us to promote them. That would be nice.
That would be even better.
Yeah, somebody that's like, hey, we'll give you a couple $100, $1,000
Because folks,
month.
We reach out worldwide. We had Julie in here from Australia. We had one this morning. We had another viewer from Australia on the Open Bible Church show this morning that I didn't recognize.
I'm surprised we don't get more viewers from Sweden with Larson and Luke.
They're not telling very many over there. They haven't done a European 2A show in 3 weeks.
They still got to eat their spicy gummy bears too.
Yeah, they're going to have to be fined.
Yeah, they're going to have to get punished or something.
Barbara's going to work on finding a sponsor. She's a sweetheart. If I remember right, Barbara lives in Florida. If I remember right.
Oh, Larson sent me a metal magazine manufacturer. Ooh, I like that.
Okay, Jeremy, you can find one too.
Yeah, the more y'all can find, the more dumb stuff I'll do.
Right. And if you know anybody running for office that supports the Second Amendment, have them contact us on the Bill of Rights Network or the Second Amendment Ranch Facebook pages, right? We'd love to have them on the show and get their word out further.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, we like to sponsor.
North Florida. That's what I thought. I remembered right, Barbara.
I lived in Georgia, and I used to visit Jacksonville, Orlando, and Tampa a lot.
I drove over the road and visited those towns a lot, too.
My ex-fiance lived in Tampa, so. But, more sponsors, and I'll make Carl do some dumb stuff, too. It's not just going to be me suffering. Carl, give them, if they get, so I've done 1 sponsors. Are you willing to do something if they get more than 1?
Yes.
All right.
If they can find us more than 1 sponsor that will pay to the network, right? This mustache and this beard will be dyed pink.
Oof.
And it will stay on at least 3 days. Because everybody will see me on 3 different shows.
I think we got to do a month for that one. If they can get 2 or more sponsors, that's pretty.
I'll keep it on for a month. Hello from Savannah, Georgia, Susan. Nice to see you in here.
Oh, I was actually stationed in Savannah, Georgia.
But yeah, I'll do it for a month. I'll dye it pink.
Now, what pink? Are we talking like neon pink? Or are we talking like a soft pink?
I want it to shine out.
Oh, we're going to do neon pink.
That's right.
Ooh.
It'll cover the gray up.
Woo. So
but I earned this gray, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm surprised mine's not gray yet.
Give
So
it time, boy.
and
Give it time.
so
Hot pink. I'll do hot pink if you find me a good paying sponsor for the show.
yep. If you can get one
And if you
sponsor,
find one that's a hairdresser that wants to sponsor on the show, have them send me some hot pink hair beard dye or a beard company.
so 1.5 thousand new followers, and I'll eat a quarter cup of dog food. One sponsor, I'll do the Little Nitro Gummy Bear Challenge, and more than 2 or more sponsors, and Carl has to dye his beard for a month.
Luke said, or Larson said, I will have to talk to you guys about the European 2A at some point because I don't know what to do.
Susan,
I may have to give Larson the code to get StreamYard because he don't have it. Luke does.
No kidding.
That way he could do his own show.
Susan, I was actually stationed on St. Mary's submarine base.
Oh, Barbara, your neighbor is a hairdresser. Hey, if we get a sponsor, you may have to let your hairdresser know I'm going to need some hot pink dye for mustache and beard that'll stay on.
And the sooner y'all get the 2 sponsors, the sooner into the world record he has to dye it, which means more people has to see him in a dyed pink.
Right. If you can get me a sponsor by the 6th, we're going to be live for 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks. That's half the month that I got to be a pink. And I can come on here and say, this is a sponsorship.
And the world record will have to be acknowledged by Guinness, which means his photo in the Guinness Book of World Records will be hot pink.
Hey, don't put nothing past the Wizard of Oz.
So I'm just giving y'all some incentive to look for some sponsors. I think the Little Nitro Gummy Bear was enough, but the hot pink for the Guinness Book of World Records, I got to give you props for that one, Carl, because you're used to pies.
Yeah, I'm done with the pies for a while.
Yeah, you can't be doing.
No.
I hate doing the challenges, but I know these bastards love them.
Hey,
No, they love
besides that, see my mustache and my beard right here. My granddaughter at 16 won't let me. She's never let me cut them off.
It's just
After she sees me hot pink, she might change her mind.
Hey, it just means it's the new pink tickler.
No comment.
I know. You can't really follow that up because it gets a little too
I can follow it up, but
YouTube and Facebook
we have a lot of women in the chat room. And
They-
it's not past 9 p.m.
They just come to see this.
Chad Candy.
Yep. Chin candy.
No, that there is actually a guy on their Facebook. That's his name.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, she may be tagging him in. I don't know. No, I see a live with women. I can tell you how to re-dye it. Okay, Jeremy.
If he's going to go hot pink, he has to bleach it first to white in order to bleach it or to dye it to pink.
Right. And he's a good guy, Barbara said. Chad Candy is. I know. We commented on Mike's show the other night when Chad Candy came in and everything, and on HTX's show when it came in, and I went, oh, who created that Facebook name?
Yeah, this will be an interesting month. You'll have 1 month starting from tomorrow to make some magic happen. And I don't want to eat. I gotta say, like the dogs.
You got a week from tomorrow.
I'm saying they got to September 30th for the dog food. So
yeah, but to get the hot pink going, a week from tomorrow.
Ooh, so you're putting an even tighter time frame.
They want it on the world record. They want to see proof that I keep it on for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after, I'm still helping produce shows. They see me pop in because Mike pulls me in on the show, HTX pulls me in, Vincent pulls me in, Dan pulls me in.
So I'll give you a month for my requirements. So a month to get 1,500 followers and a sponsor. Crystal Marie, the world record starts next Monday, not this upcoming
Labor
Monday.
Day, Monday, September the 6th, 8 a.m. 400 hours of continuous live streaming. And Crystal's auctions will also be on that 400 hours.
I worry about Barbara. I'm not really worried about anybody else. And Scott's
Okay.
not watching. Scott's
Okay,
not watching
Barbara.
right now. So,
Yeah, I know. Where is Scott?
well, the good news is nothing he can buy is available anymore. You have
That's good.
Yeah, no kidding. They have to actually come through, get the shares out there, tag the people, get the following, and then they have to find sponsors. Because I've tried a couple. I'm still waiting on a response from Soldier Girl Coffee. I never got a response from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Not a surprise, but I would like to see. I know Soldier Girl's another small veteran-owned company, and I'd like to help them grow as much as I can.
All right.
If they're willing to, quid pro quo kind of situation. I know I've reached out to a Hawaiian shirt making company that does like tactical Hawaiian shirts. I've reached out to several veteran beard oil companies. You'd think with this glorious thing right here, somebody would respond, but nope.
That's all right. We'll get them.
I've reached out to quite a few people. Now it's other people's turns to try and help us out because I'm running out of ideas.
And Chris will be back in the auction saddle Tuesday, right after Paranormal Nation Radio.
I'm sure I'll be coming on a lot after hours, after I'm done with work.
That's all right.
Doing what I
got. Crystal, Denise's cousin. She doesn't sleep at night, so she's going to be in here a lot and everything, doing stuff. So people's going to have a lot to talk about in and out.
It's going to be a long 2 weeks.
Yeah, we thought it was a long week. Yeah, but
Well,
the nice thing about it, I got 2 computers to keep it going.
Yeah.
4, actually, if I need them.
I would set up a third just to be safe.
I am. Well, the main computer in here will be set up and ran all the time. Now, I got to also, before the 6th, I've got to get up another video player set up on the website over there, so we can do the RTMP over there, right? Because Facebook only lets you go live for 8 hours. So every time it shuts off, I have to restart Facebook. But the timer you see up in the corner, if you can see it and everything, right now we've been 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 50 seconds. That will round up to 400 hours on StreamYard. And they better not cut me off again at 171.
We better make sure we've got a backup situation set in place. So once we hit the 150 hour mark, if we have somebody with another StreamYard, we start running on both StreamYards.
Right.
That way we have the 150 plus whatever hours, and then we have the 0 to whatever, and we can combine them.
Right.
Because if I know we had problems with StreamYard at 173 hours, and none of us can figure out if it was StreamYard or if it was something we did. But I do not want, if we're going to do this, I want the record. I want to blow it out of the damn water.
Mm-hmm.
Because for those of y'all that don't know, we did beat the world record with another network.
For 2 days.
About a year ago. We had a 173-hour live stream. And surprisingly, me playing Minecraft shirtless got a lot of views. Why, I don't know. But at 100, we were going for 180 hours, which if you do math right, if you divided it up, it equaled 22 a day. We were doing it for the veterans that were committing suicide a day. And then China turned around and beat us 2 days later by live streaming their stores selling their merchandise.
Yeah, you can. Hello.
How that
They
is,
didn't come back.
how that is
They didn't come back.
beating
I don't
us.
know where he went.
How we could consider that a live. You're showing your live feed cameras. That's not a live stream. You're putting information out. You're video gaming. You're talking to your people. You're not just showing your stores.
Right.
And then I think the current world record is 220 something hours.
Yeah.
Current
Right.
world.
Crystal's going to be throwing on some daytime flash sales on her auction during the week, during the record. And your friend Jeremy, he's going to be on vacation and be out of sleeping pills so he can pop in late night guest. He offered.
That'll work.
That's awesome, Jeremy.
The longest current live stream, 14 days, Crystal. Longest current live stream video is 259 hours, 46 minutes, and 45 seconds in duration, was achieved by Chongqing Shigan Automobile Company in China from the 16th to the 27th of December of 2020.
Yeah, they went from dealership to dealership around China and around the world.
Yeah, that's boring. Yo,
You're going to have different people on here, different content on here. I mean, you're going to see a lot of coffee drank on here.
You're gonna see me shirtless a lot. If I'm gonna be on camera for anywhere from 2 to
Oh, look at this. I may be going pink.
oh boy, but
Thank you, Barbara.
if I'm gonna be on camera anywhere from 2 to 12 hours a day again, I'm gonna be shirtless because I get hot and these lights are bright and warm and irritate the shit out of me. So you may see me play Call of Duty naked or Minecraft naked. I'm not gonna stand up. You don't get to see that on camera, but I'm gonna be comfortable.
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, Crystal, that will be live during one of the fundraisers.
Yep.
That's right. 'Cause
So
September the 11th is a fundraiser we're doing for Karen Harding.
I'm gonna warn y'all right now. September 11th is gonna be one of the days that I'll be taking over. I'm not sure who's gonna be running September 11th. I gotta see what day that is. 6th is the Monday, 7th Tuesday,
My little bud.
8th is Wednesday.
Every
9th
time Crystal's little boy, and I'm talking little guy, sees me on here, he calls me BBs because he's used to seeing BBs down home cooking behind me.
Who do we have on Saturday?
We got Dan in the morning, all morning basically. Then the afternoon, and then Saturday night we have Crystal's live auction. That usually runs until about 9.
Who's after Dan?
Nobody.
Okay, so he runs to what, about noon?
Runs until 1 o'clock.
Okay. I'll probably be on here. I'm going to probably try and get both Cephas on here because that Saturday is September 11th, and we're going to be talking about how disappointed I am in America.
That'll work.
I'll save it for then, but I want the 9/11 show.
Oh, wait a second here. Wait a second. Let me see. No, yeah. Yeah, Dan will be on there the 11th. Right. Because Dan won't have a show this Saturday because he's going to see his dad. Yeah, your Crystal's fundraiser is 9/11 that evening. So
I'm going to see if I can't steal Bo for a day. And any veterans, I'm going to do a call out right now. Any veterans still watching that are willing to be a guest on the show that Saturday, I want every single one of you. I want every single veteran. I don't care if I've got 20 or 30 people on the show filling the whole box up. I want every single veteran or active duty. I want every military member I can get on the 9/11 show on that show. Every damn one of you. If you've got nothing to do that Saturday, I want everybody, because I want shit to hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to be a little cow dropping small little splash. And no, I want no, Larson, you don't have to be an American if you're coming to America anyway, bud. You are one of our veterans. So.
Jeremy's going to be there with you. He says, I will. He was active duty when that happened.
I want
Thank you for your
everybody.
service, Jeremy.
He was Doc. So I'm sure he's real happy with what happened in Afghanistan. So we're going to be talking about what's going on over there, and we're going to talk about 9/11 and how far America has fallen from never forget.
Right.
Because we have forgotten. A lot of us have forgotten. I want every damn military member I can get from HTX Renegade Radio, from both Cephas, Jeremy, Larson. I want anybody on the network that's a veteran that's free. I want everybody we can get on that show. I don't care if we fill the whole box up and we're all an inch big. I want everybody. I want every single American that watches us that's been in the military joining me on that day in the show, not just watching, in the show. One, you get to say you're part of the world record. You help support the world record. And we're talking about shit that needs to be talked about. We forgot, and we need to wake America up. So I want everybody there to see how we feel about this. I think that would be a hell of a show. I think we would get a lot of clout for that. And I think we're going to stir a big ass pot, and I want to stir that pot.
I don't have it over here yet. Dang it.
If you're free, if you're available, click that Discord link I sent up earlier, and I'll send it again just to be safe.
I'm looking at something here real quick. So our background is changing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to find. I'm using the wrong computer. My other one's in the box over here. I had them both at church today and hooked up the wrong one.
So I posted the Discord link again. Click on that link, get in the Discord. I'll post the StreamYard link, bring everybody in that day, and I'll have everybody running. I don't care. I want everybody I can get in there.
And if you've all missed what our logo will look like on our shirts, here's Al and Ron. So
I would like their color darkened a little bit, but
yeah, but it does look good on some shirts.
yeah, there's just a couple little white spots like the eyes that I think we could get touched up. They look great, but I definitely like to get, if we have anybody artistic, and I'll put this out here again. If you are artistically inclined, if you like to draw if you design anything and you send it to me in Discord or Facebook Messenger, any way, shape, or form, if you can get it to me, odds are it'll end up on merchandise and you will be compensated for your time.
Right.
We paid Travis $50 to draw these two guys for us. So it might be $20, it might be $100, it might be whatever we can afford at that point in time. But if you send us anything, we'll show it on the network, on the show, and odds are it'll probably end up being one of our merchandise logos. So
right.
If I put this out every now and again, whenever I remember, but if you do like to draw, please draw us something and we will make magic happen.
Send it in the Discord, send it Second Amendment Ranch, send it to the Bill of Rights Network. We'll find it.
Yeah, but if you post it in the Discord, be sure to tag me. It's at Broken Viking. That way I know you actually want me directly, or you can just click on my name and send it to me directly in Discord.
Right.
However you need to get it to me, and I'll get it over to Carl, and we'll get it on some shirts and cups and stuff like that. I am not artistically inclined at all. That's why I had Travis draw Alan Ron. I told him what I wanted, and he did a bang-up job for it. I do wish they were a little cleaner, but I think he did a great job, and we are looking at auctioning off a custom Second Amendment painting at some point in time. I got to get with him again.
Yeah, get on him and see and everything, because that is something we're also going to be doing during the World Record. We're going to be doing a live auction with the Bill of Rights Network from all the shows on here. Each show will be raising money for each one of their shows for equipment and stuff. Warriors for America, all the way. Yeah. HTX Renegade Radio, Chase the Wolf, The Shooting Channel, People's Voice, Second Amendment Ranch, just all kinds of shows coming up. Crystal's live auction and buy it now. We're going to be doing a lot during the 2 weeks, and the newborn TV show will be starting during the 2 weeks. So you stay tuned to that. It'll be live news and talk and different things on there coming up.
It'll definitely be interesting. I think this is going to be a hectic but fun 2 weeks. It's gonna be a long 2 weeks. Who am I kidding?
That's
But,
all right. I'm gonna be out deer hunting video on one of those days.
I'll probably at some point in time be doing a live streaming of lifeguard training. Yes, Jeremy. We'll be doing that live too if we can get permission from Spielvogel, and I don't really see him having problems with that.
Tell him to be on the world record worldwide.
He really doesn't give a damn, so it's
He
gonna
he can tell his future people wanting to train there to watch the live video.
yeah,
Hey,
that'll
if
be.
he wants to sponsor, that'd be even better.
Jeremy, if you wear a Speedo, I'm Spartan kicking you into the pool. Just a heads up, buddy. But other than that, I really have nothing else, and we ran longer than normal again.
Hey.
We do appreciate all of y'all coming to check us out. I mean, we hit at one point in time 48 viewers. I didn't think we'd be doing that at any point in time soon, and we maintained above 20 for a long period of time. It's kind of bringing hope back to me because
we still got 12 watching.
I honestly thought the shows were kind of fading out a little bit. It's definitely a fight with Facebook and YouTube.
That it is.
But it looks like we're going to be taking the fight to them because, and Carl, if you need help, let me know because I think we do need to do what the people recommend and sue YouTube.
Yep. Are you a member of the NRA?
I can't remember if I still am or not.
That's the way with me. I got to check. If not, I'm going to sign up and be a member. If you're a member, you get a free list of them. Now, they're not free lawyers. You get free referral.
Yeah, but I'm sure we can come to some agreement. And I think that would be a hell of a boon. One, to get us funding for the shows, and two, I really think that would get our voices heard more than anything.
I just find out what it costs to have them on retainer. Every time we get flagged by Facebook and YouTube, guess what? I'm sending it over to him.
Yeah.
And say, what are you going to do?
I think we can do something with that.
Yeah, I know most of them will do pro bono. I know it.
Let's try and do you think we might be able to get an update by Monday or by Tuesday's show?
For what?
About the suit, anything, if we got a lawyer or if we started.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get signed up on it tomorrow and check out a lawyer and see what they got to say about it.
Okay, so Tuesday night's show, same time, same place, is Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal. And it's not. And I've got to set, my days just blend together. I have to set an alarm and remind me there is a Tuesday show because by the time I realize what day it is, it's Wednesday. and I have T. Hewitt's in the afternoon, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. Shit.
Mhm.
So I'm not forgetting the show exists. I'm just forgetting what day it is.
I know you're not used to it, and we only do it because that day for a reason. But
Yep.
it's a good time slot.
It is. So Tuesday, come and check out Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal, with me, Carl, and Denise Pridemore. And we should have you an update on how we stand with the lawsuit.
Right. I
So-
seen Denise and Ron were up today.
That's good.
Oh, I knew they were coming up for Gary's last sermon up there. He didn't, but I did for the last 2 months. So, and like I knew everybody was going to pop in,
Yeah.
and that got him real good. That got the band going real good. I'm going, hold it. Why? Look at the screen.
Hi.
Yeah,
So
But- it was great.
I think we've got some interesting things coming down the pipeline at this point in time.
Yeah, we did.
Between the world record, a lawsuit, and 3 new challenges for them to pick up on. We have the money to continue doing some giveaways for a while. I'd like to grow the network a little more. We can take a break for a little while,
Yeah,
but
we could, but it's going to grow and grow and grow.
it's going to be a long month.
I want it to grow, and then I can take a couple week vacation and head to Texas.
Well, I mean, you're going to be taking a vacation, but you'll still be on a show at that point.
I know it. I know.
Be coming down and showing live.
I'll be
hog-
coming down going, where do I set my computer up?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be.
And
As
everything.
long as you know, we like to keep y'all involved.
Oh, I
as
know.
much as
Bo
we can.
Seaver's already said double wide's waiting for me when I get down there. Because
That's
he's
what-
going to need some help.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're coming down, I might take that week off myself and come and stay in the double wide with you.
Yeah.
That means I want to be coming up in November or
Right,
December, but that gives Bocephus some help that he needs.
Right. Because he did buy another farm down there and his cattle and all this and that. And the kids are in school now.
Oh.
And
Old boy's got what, 500 and something acres now?
something like that.
So, and we are looking at doing an event at some point in time, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to kind of hash everything out.
Way that's coming up quick too, because that may be in November.
Yeah, we need to get that kind of squared away. We need you and me.
We
and,
get done with this world record, we got to get started right on that. Because we know Bo said something about his neighbor there was going to give us a piece of property to put the event on there. And Mike Miller's on board with it to bring some high profile guests up there.
So we be looking for updates on that. We do want as many of y'all as we can get involved to come down, hang or down, up, wherever you're at. I know some of us, like me, Simple Man, TDC, Jeremy, a lot of us are down here in Texas, so we'll be going up to Texas, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But we want to have this event and bring as many of y'all together and do some interesting things, like do another panel with all the show hosts, so you can do a personal question and ask everybody in person and interact as you seem fit. We'll wind up trying to have beer and drinks. Maybe
And
some-
during world record, we're going to have a roundtable night on here.
So we'll be looking forward to more information getting put out on that. And that'll be after my 6-month period. So I'll actually have a week of paid vacation, believe it or not. So that'll probably be the best thing for either to help Bo out when you come down or during the event, taking a week off to kind of help get everything set up and prepared. I'm trying to get a response from lead singer from Five Finger Death Punch. and see if they'll come and support the veterans. But if you've got any bands, and I'll reach out to State of Mind and see if we can't get them. Depending on, I know State of Mind and Five Finger Death Punch are really going to be people dependent. So if we can get at least 100 people, I think we can make something happen.
I know HTX is going to talk to Kenny Fiddler, and they're going to talk to Todd Barrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we'll have live music. We'll have events. We'll probably, if we can get Crystal down there, we'll probably set up a booth for her to sell some stuff off.
We'll do. We already had a list of, I think, 4 big vendors that we talked about that one night that we could get there.
Yeah.
So T-shirt vendor, bunch of them.
So we'll do what we can to make it as eventful as possible, but we'll keep y'all updated. I'll probably wind up setting my own booth up and selling off some fishing leaders I've made because I got way too damn many at my house right now.
And Jeremy's got some links and connections for local rock scenes. So
it'll be up north of Austin, Texas. So playing for that. Yeah, Crystal, I love them too. So I'm going to keep trying to push that button and see if I can't get them to really. Don't get me wrong, I love State of Mind. They did give us permission. Again, YouTube. We have permissions from State of Mind to use all their music. So
we haven't been flagged for that for a long time.
Yeah. But we do have to keep giving them shout outs. So
I did get a flag the other day from a show we did back in April.
Oh, Jesus.
With playing that music. I was like, you got to be kidding me. We're in August and you're sending me a flag from April? What'd you guys do? Take vacation?
Right. So we are going to do what we can. We are reaching out to people. I do some stuff behind the scenes as much as I can. Usually get shot down. Fuckers. But we are trying to have everything. I'll probably reach out to Soldier Girl Coffee and see if they want to be a part of that as well. Give them another chance to try and join the family.
And with Mike's connections, you may see some politicians there.
Yeah, so we'll keep y'all updated in the loop as much as we can. Carl, we do need to get with everybody at some point in time and get a discussion set up and
right.
Get the ball rolling on that, because with the world record coming up, not a lot of us are going to have time during that to really hash out details, and we're already coming up on September, so that gives us 2 months really to get this planned and prepped.
Right.
But if we sue YouTube, we got enough money to really make it happen.
Yep. I'll see what I can come up on the lawyer list on that tomorrow.
That would make the event real fun. Jesus.
Right.
And we need to look into loopholes so we can have beer and everything there. It may just be a BYOB event.
No, we'll have beer there. We'll get a hold of non-for-profit. They can do it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Or we find one of the little, like up here, we got the little microbreweries. I'm sure you got them down there.
Yeah.
Okay. You find one of them set up. They split the dividends with us, and they set up and sell their own beer.
Yeah, I'll talk with you after the show about that and start looking around and finding microbreweries. So we've got plenty. We want to make, so the events that I have gone to with a certain network were talked up, to say the least. And I really thought they were going to be don't get me wrong, they weren't not fun. They were enjoyable, but there wasn't as many people there as I was hoping that was going to be there. No. I was expecting 30, 40 plus people. We had like 12. So
one night we had a whole bunch. They all rode motorcycles.
Yeah, but they also weren't really a part of the network, and
they didn't pay to get in.
Yeah. So are we going to do a cover charge?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably have to hash that out. It's not going to be much, like $20.
Yeah, even if that much, maybe 10.
But what we could do a $20 cover charge and give them a shirt.
Yeah.
That we could do.
Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah. So I think the cover charge would be a good idea, but we should give them something for their cover charge. You know,
If
if
they're
it's
over 21 and $20 cover charge, we'll give them 2 drinks.
yeah, that too. We'll think of something. But if y'all have recommendations, again, I can't stress this enough. Get into the Discord. That's where me and Carl have the most visual connections on everything.
Yep.
Facebook, it's going to one independent party. Messenger, it's going to one independent party. Basically, anything else is a direct message getting a hold of somebody. Whereas if you put it in the Discord for us for any recommendations, any advice, any requests, sponsorship ideas, party ideas, whatever, get in our Discord, post it in there. Oh hell!
There you go.
I'll put a new channel.
Jeremy says Jensen Ankles owns a brewery in Austin and is a big fan of the military.
I'll try and reach out to him. So if you go in the Discord, let me show you all this real quick, so there's no confusion. This is the basic Discord. What am I doing? This is the basic Discord. We have our welcome channel to let everybody in here. We have the announcements, general, and then y'all's voice would be where for like Jensen Ackles having his brewery. That would be a good recommendation to put in there. Microbreweries, bands, anything for events, world records, anything like that. That would be a good area to put your recommendation.
Right.
And then we have all the stuff for photos. We have all the links, and some of these can kind of go away. For my veterans that I called out, the StreamYard link is what you'll click right here. This will bring you in, and on September 11th, I'll post the StreamYard link. It changes every week, so these are no good for you today. Can't try and get in now. But I'll have that link posted there. That's where you can go on, click on it, and come into the show.
And if for some reason Facebook does shut us down and YouTube does shut us down, make sure you're signed up on Discord, because we will be live over on Discord.
I'm curious if he has a microbrewery or not. He did. Family Business Beer Company.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will
Be like a 2-day event out there.
Family Business Brewing. All right. I'll reach out to Family Business Brewing Company and see if we can't get them to Discord. All right. Discord's super easy. It's an app on your phone. It's an app on your computer. All you have to do is go, if you're on your phone, go into your Play Store, Apple, whatever the hell it is. Look up Discord, download it, and then you'll click on the links that I posted today, or I post the links as I go throughout the shows during the week.
When you get on Discord, go look up the THE second number 2 ND Amendment Ranch, just like he showed.
Or that.
Right.
You can look that up, or you can click on the link and it'll take you right there. And it's super user friendly.
They can't click on that link. Well, they can if they're on that Facebook page, not in our chat room.
Yeah. But it's posted to every Facebook video.
Right.
It's
If you click on it,
YouTube.
it'll take you right to it.
Yep.
And then when you join, it'll ask you a couple questions and go right into it. You'll see Broken Viking, that's Cameron in there. You'll see the Wiz or the Wizard of Odd in there, that's me and stuff. You'll see Luke in there. You'll see Larson in there. Billy Road Tech's in there. Chris Mines in there. We got all kind. A lot of people are joining our Discord link. That's where you can find out a lot of information about the show.
And that's where we'll post updates for the events, world record. We'll put updates for shows, anything like that. That's where I put a lot of the stuff when we do have something to put up, and that's where the new merch link will be as well. So if Facebook is giving you problems, you can find it there.
And
easily.
if you look in there, there's a place to call or chat or message either one of us on there. If you got a sponsor in mind, have them get on Discord and contact us that way too.
Yeah, so you can talk to us directly.
Yeah.
It's again, it's very user friendly, and then it'll walk you through itself.
It's a nice place to find out all the information, and it's also a backup in case Facebook or YouTube shuts us down, where we can go over there live.
Yeah. So we that's why I stress that a lot, because if you are trying to get a hold of the network, specifically me and Carl, that's the easiest method to do it. It really is. It's very, very easy to reach out and say, hey man, what's going on? I've got sponsorship ideas, microbrewery ideas, I've got event ideas, band ideas, I've got this, whatever. And all you have to do is, if you're not looking to talk to us, if you just post your idea, you can add me and Carl, and we'll pop in and go, hey, why did somebody tag us? Oh,
Right.
they've got this recommendation right here for me. Got it. But I got nothing else, Carl.
That's all I got for tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we always appreciate y'all coming out here. We love the support. I hope y'all can accomplish these challenges, but I really wish you don't. But I would like to see the network grow. Like I feel it deserves to grow. You know, we've been going strong for coming up on a year soon. And
We still got a few months come up on a year. We're just coming into our 9th month.
yeah, so, you know, our shows have grown exponentially since we've started. We've brought in a lot of big people that have a strong voice that we think y'all need to hear. And we look forward to continue providing information and entertainment. And Gunny just walked in my headphones again throughout the weeks and keeping y'all entertained. I hope we can get this world record accomplished. I really do. I look forward to seeing y'all at the event, and we'll keep harping on that until it comes up. As always, I'm Cameron,
And I'm Carl.
and this is the Second Amendment Ranch.